yo, Blue, Navo, y'all gonna have to turn them lights down, man. Turn the lights down. Y'all shining too much.
Nah, fam, we only getting started. Yeah, I got the light. He got the light. We got the light. What you know about it? So much light. More light than a spike in your power bill. Or a match when it strike, we devour ill. They don't know how to feel. Their minds crippled, mental game bangers. Never saw losers, but we game changers. Rearrange strangers with the written's next mission. Bring the light to your home, electrician. I've been grinding since the basement. If you know, you know, man, you not adjacent. I'm in a league of my own. My soul speaking through poems. Both your speakers are blown for my songs. Let's get it on. I'm ready for the challenge. The academy of dark and light is all about balance. Life's never perfect. Beauty runs deeper than the surface. Album on sale, but the soul not for purchase. Birth this ill style with mild symptoms. It gets them ecstatic. I'm a shock to the system. Warrior. Battle scarred, yet these bars hard. Thus became an author, not the art part. I say, this the hard part. Restarted the lost art. Can make a smash from the mouth. I'm an all-star. Like this, light switch. Life is priceless. Like this, light switch. Life is priceless. Hit the light switch if you need a light switch. Like this, right quick for the night shift. I got the light, he got the light, we got the light switch. Sacrifice a ticket to the afterlife. My mission isn't done on earth. Alert the Xerxes versus fuel my appetite. I have the right insight. World needs the facts of life. Healthy as an apple slice. This what real rappers like. International. Took a vacation. Still working on my sabbatical. Casual but tactical.
Listen up, please.
I'm more than a chess piece. Pawn starving a bargain for scraps while the rest eat. Left me to fend for myself and I conquered where the wild things are with the monsters. As the earth keeps turning, lies keep turning. My eyes see burning. Fire desire with quiet, I'm blessed as 3 sermons. Speaking that breeze, the feet vermin. Billie Jean, you can see the light. Every step that I take, walk with a glow kept to my fate. Like this, light switch. Like this, priceless. Like this, light switch. Like this, priceless. Hit the light switch if you need a light switch. Like this, right quick for the night shift. I got the light, he got the light, we got the light switch. Shine on, young king, with the gleam of a colorful dreamer. Clean by the redeemer, queens of radiant demeanor. Beams of light, I know you've seen us. Shine bright through the zeitgeist. Banking on jewels, hit a nice heist. Drop a few gems, then ignite mics. Land of the free, but it comes with a slight price. You are not nice. Rappers want to battle, not a sweat. Quiet is kept like Naruto's wife. He not a threat, young vet in the place. Masses, brains all trash. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. Darkness embraced like a plague. But our light never would be dim. Better grab a pair of shades. But shine all in your face. I got the light, he got the light switch. We can't stop shining, fam. It's what we do. Paint the sky blue. Feel a little static shock out here. What? They talk about
Laptop boy.
Monday, everyone. Hope you guys are doing well and ready to start a new week. Not another Blazette yapping stream. Yes, it's another yapping stream. Most likely because I have some art stuff that I need to get done. But because I'm thinking either once I finish, like, probably not the line art, but like putting the flats down for this piece. I think I may switch over to some Spirit City lo-fi sessions so that way I can work on some other things because I need to take care of some stuff before the end of this week. Ugh. But how are you guys doing? Hope you all are doing well, hydrated, had lunch, had breakfast, had something in your system to keep you alive and happy. Treat your body well. But welcome in. Also, before we get started today and I go down the rabbit hole of doing artwork stuff, I'm going to remind you of what my stream schedule looks like. So this is what we're looking at right now currently, which I know it says co-working and studying vibe because that was the original plan, but I kind of wanted to work on Sheppy's artwork, so we're working on some art today, but also probably going to do a little bit of co-working like towards the end of the stream, so it's not always just going to be, you know, hype music that's DMCA free or supposedly DMCA free. Oh my gosh, I'm getting beat up behind this screen. Hi, boss. Thank you so much for the raid. And yes, Mary, you are completely right. Art is also technically co-working because I definitely use art streams as a period to sort of co-work. But thank you so much for the raid, boss. How was your stream? How was Pikmin 4 and those coming in from the raid? Hello, I am Blazette Midnight, your casual Dragon Queen VTuber here on Twitch, and we're doing some art and some co-working today. So today is more so of like, get your stuff done as best you can, and if you don't want to work, you can feel free to vibe here, yap with me, because I'm most likely going to be yapping during art. So it's good, it's a fun game. I have never picked up a Pikmin game. I have not once picked up a Pikmin game, but everybody and their mamas swear by Pikmin so hard, and I'm just like, I've seen it played, I know a lot of people who enjoy it, I just have never taken the initiative to pick up a Pikmin game. But I'm glad that stream went well. And also those coming in for raid, if you're tired, hungry, need to take care of some other things, please feel free to do so. Your mental and physical health comes first. And also because we're not in the more calm section of co-working, here's a raid video. Enjoy!
My path is the only path I can take. Yeah, I know it's chosen. There ain't no easy road. Gotta create it. It's not given. I'm just living. I'm just living. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Shake it like it's heat. Hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going. Hold the drive. Let the downside up to top notch. Whatever haters do. I top that. Do it like this. Do it like that. Do it like how it did. But now I do it like what?
Feed your artist.
Determination, like just imagine things that happen. Set the ass laughing. You go bet, please gotta keep asking. Losers terribly active facto. What you don't possess, it's not in stores. I work my ass while you in a bad store. Turning dust to gold, hardcore. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Shake it up your seat. Hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going. Hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Shake it up your seat. Hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going. Hold the drive.
Start with Pikmin 3. It's one of the easiest ones if you ever want to get started with it. I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, we're just getting started today. I was just in the middle of showing. Oh. I was just in the middle of showing chat my stream schedule for the week. So, like I said, it is a co-working stream, but it was more so last minute. I felt like doing art. I felt like finishing up Sheppy's artwork. But just a heads up, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are, well, namely Friday, I'll put it that way. Friday's a little bit up in the air because I don't know if I'll do a just chatting stream, but just know it'll be roughly around like 7 p.m. if not a little bit later. Saturday, if you did not know, I will be participating in a charity relay this Saturday, alongside some other wonderful VTuber creatives that you may recognize participating in raising funds for the National Abortions Fund. If I can just please speak, good lord. But yeah, I'll be playing Hakuoki Edo Blossoms for the very first time. And then Sunday, it's more of a morning stream because I think that's the only time that I can fit it in. I'll be doing Coral Island, so more chill vibes, more farm and sim and all that stuff. But as a reminder, for the charity relay, there's all your information. You can even see who all is participating in the charity relay. Over on the left-hand side, you can see that my slot is between 6 to 9 p.m. on Saturday, 5/24, so make sure to drop by and help raise this funds, especially if you want to see some of these incentives that I have listed out here. Which, oh gosh, see, this is what happens when I don't have the graphic pulled up in front of me to where I can read it with my old fogey eyes. But yeah, at 100, we will do, we'll make it to where you guys get to create my own pizza. At 200, you will get another Hades crowd control stream, which we've done on the channel before. At 300, we will do a community buckshot roulette. And then at 400, we will do the KFC dating sim stream. And then at 500, I'll play Marvel Rivals for the very first time. I suck at Marvel Rivals, so it'll be an interesting feat if we manage to raise $500 for the funds. But yeah, make sure to drop by if you want to contribute towards the cause. I'll have all the graphics and links set up Saturday evening because that's when I'll be part of the relay. But if you're unable to attend during my time slot, definitely consider checking out the other folks who are participating in the charity relay and donate towards them. But what if, and hear you out, you have to play Ultron and who is Ultron and do they suck in Marvel Rivals? I want to understand the context of this because it sounds like you're setting me up, Mary. It sounds like you're setting me up. It's like the folks who are just like, yeah, I don't want to play Mercy because I don't want to be healer. And I'm just like, oh, I'll play Mercy. I'll play Mercy. I love healing. Ultron is a new support that's coming out. Oh, okay. I see. Also, congrats on the 40 stream streak line. Oh, gosh. You have managed to maintain that so well. Kudos to you. I gotta keep an eye out on my wife as to when she goes live, so that way I can hopefully snag and make sure that my stream streak hasn't been ruined there, but it might have. I know me and my obliviousness when it comes to trying to maintain stream streaks. I cannot talk today whatsoever. It's because I'm tired. I know it is. I've been all out of sorts since like the minute I got out of the bed this morning, and I know I got enough sleep. I know I did. I got a decent amount of sleep. It's just for whatever reason, I'm just extra tired. I'm extra tired and I just don't want to deal with anything. I'm just like, I'm here, I guess, kind of, partially. But how are you guys? How's your weekend been? How's your Monday been? Hopefully it's been better than mine. Why did I do that? That's not what I was trying to do. There you go. Hopefully good vibes overall. Needless to say. Oh, no. No. I don't wish to delete the entire layer. That was my bad. But yeah, there's nothing too interesting about my day, and most of the stuff that if I could talk about it, I can't because it's all proprietary stuff. It's all about my job, so I have nothing to share. Also, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So, but no, I'm intrigued about y'all's day. Tell me what y'all been up to. Don't be shy. Also, if you can't hear me, I know you have a muted tab. You heathen. No. If you need to vibe and lurk, I completely understand that. No. Howdy, howdy. How's your Monday treating you so far? Lights, camera, action. Do, 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 do. Calling someone heathen while they can't hear you. See, this is what I mean. That's what I mean. See, you already called yourself. You're calling yourself out. See, they can't hear. They can't hear if I'm calling them heathens. But also, they could probably read the closed captions because there is that. Honestly, just cycling through what you want to try and 3D print next, or how you can make money off of it. But want to make sure you go in it with a plan. Also, hi Salem. I know you're most likely co-working or vibing along as well. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I have a couple of buds who are into 3D printing. I am too I'm too shy to get into it. But also, I kind of need to do like my research a little bit more. Not more so for making money off of it, more so for doing like cosplay stuff for it. Because like, if anything, that's what I would use that for. I just want to have a means of making certain things, certain items for creative pieces that just make me happy. And then probably resell it once I'm like done with it, because I kind of do that anyway with like some of my cosplays. Hi Jelly, welcome in. Routine save, check. Don't forget to save your artwork. Thank you. I also have a channel redemption. But thank you for the reminder. We just got started, so I haven't made that much progress. But always good to save. Your day has been alright. You have chronic hyperfixation energy. Ah, interesting. Also, hi Bento, welcome in. Your co-working and existing, your temps dropped enough for you to put the heat back on today? That's wild. Oh my god. That scared me. But yeah, no, it actually got warmer here for whatever reason. I mean, I know the reason is like getting closer to summer, but still, it's just like, it's been so hot that my air has been constantly running. That's how bad it is. So I'm just kind of like, I need the temperatures to kind of chill out. I don't like the heat. I prefer it to be a little bit cold, so that way, you know, I'm not consistently sweating or drenching in like wetness because of humidity. I would like that. I would appreciate that very much so. But, you know, you can't tell Mother Nature what to do. She does what she wants. As I'm sure most people who have been going through some of the storms that have been coming through the States. Barrier entry for 3D printing is pretty low and straightforward. You don't have to know how to 3D model, but it does help. Yeah, that's what I was figuring. It's like you have to have some understanding, I would assume, of like proportions, how to sort of mold the art or component that you're trying to print, and go from there. And that just kind of blows my mind in a sense. So that's why I'm just like, I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to stick with mediums of where I can put together things with clay and foam and then maybe slowly migrate to the digital works of doing 3D modeling. Oh, and she just went live. I just saw it. I saw it for once. I'm gonna be in there lurking. Also, I need to make sure my stream streak is safe. Oh, thank God it's still safe. I was gonna be so heartbroken if I went in there and I saw one. I was like, no, I worked so hard to come in here. I worked so hard. Like, why would you ruin this? Why would you ruin this moment for me? What did you do, Bento? Hardest thing you might encounter is figuring out the correct placement parts for when you... Yeah, that's the other thing is, like, maintenance and, like, just, like, putting the pieces together for it. He was in shorts yesterday and then woke up to it barely 50 today and windy. Just found out someone quit and now you have to shadow the new guy if they show up doing oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Jelly. I know you were expressing that the other day because I did see that. But I'm just like, ugh. Ugh, that's gotta be so frustrating. Sending you all the love and positivity, though. You like to look at a low-cost 3D printer? I just want to know... Again, I'm most likely going to have to shadow and, like, watch somebody use one for a while. And then see if it's something that I would like to invest in at a later date. But we'll see, because, like, I'm not in no huge rush to get one. Because, like, if anything, my self-indulgence would take over and I would print out some large Raihan statue to go in my home somewhere. And you don't want that. You don't want that because I've tried bullying. It's some of my friends who know how to use a 3D printer into possibly doing that for me. Just be like, just make me one, please. I just need a large Raihan statue in my home. Give me my hubby. Full body. Please and thanks. Thank you. It also makes for it so it's like you should order this thing from Amazon or just make it yourself. I mean, most things you could probably DIY, to be fair. But it also depends on just like, you know, whatever medium you feel comfortable with. With me, it's just like, I rather use fabric, foam, other, you know, everyday items at a low cost. And sure, I guess I could buy tech to make it for me, but like at the same time, that's another learning curve that I'm gonna have to sit down and like practice the craft before I make it. And then I also don't want it to be like what happened when my parents bought me a sewing machine and I didn't use that bitch for like 2 years. Like dead ass. I was like, I want to learn how to sew. And it took me 2 years to actually crack that thing out of the box and commit to sewing. So, because I know me, I know my commitment to things, and I also know my time with things. And right now, my time is very limited. So, I try to make sure I answer all the logical questions before I make self-indulging purchases. Because then I'm just setting myself up for failure by saying, you know what, I think I will blow $300 on a Switch. And never play the Switch. For like 3 years. Then you're just looking at yourself and like, why did I buy this thing? It's like, yeah, why did you buy yourself that thing? Why did you buy that yourself that thing? Ask yourself that, Blaze. Were you ready to buy that Switch? In my case, I was ready because day one, I was sold on Breath of the Wild. So yeah, I was ready to buy a Switch. It's just now I don't play it anymore. So now I'm just like, oh. Well, I made sure that the $300 got its use because I've played a number of games on my Switch before I said, yeah, I'm kind of tired of it now. I'm ready for something new to bust out. Also, hello, Pax. Welcome in. Used to be a huge into the rainbow loom, rubber band bracelets. Oh, yes. Yes, I know many people who who are into that. But also, how's your day been? Also, hi Odessa, welcome in. And yes, don't let me forget, I'm terrible about promoting myself because also I'm ashamed of asking for money. But at the same time, I kind of need the money to make sure things for debut go off with the hitch. But we are doing a subathon. So if you're curious about the timer that's going on in the upper left-hand corner, it is literally showing the current goal that we are going towards, which is doing a shopping stream. And you can see the number that's literally right above that that incentive show how many subs out of like the current top goal that we're trying to raise funds for. So I believe we're at 29, so we're very close to 30. I know 200 seems very far, but it's okay. I'm not expecting someone to be in here and be like, oh, here's 100 subs. Like, don't worry about that. Do not worry about that. And also with the charity relay coming up, just understand that the subathon will be put on pause specifically for that day, because whenever I'm raising funds for charity, I really want you guys to give towards the cause versus towards me. And that's just out of respect for any kind of like charitable organizations that I'm behind. And I even say that in my panels. So if you're ever just like, Blaze, where's your Ko-Fi? Listen, you can look at my Ko-Fi any other time of the year. You better donate towards this cause that I'm raising funds for. You better open your wallet for all the different things that I'm behind and gunning for. I mean that. You got your 3D printer for $199. Ow! 99 last year. It served you well, even for things you wanted to make in parts. And that's the other thing, is like the parts, like making things like a larger scale project in like different parts. Like that always has like, it's just like model separation. Like taking different pieces of a model and separating them appropriately to get the sort of like physics and rig design that you want. Cause like my hair, it's not separated by just like strand by strand by strand. Bree separated it in like various groups. I think it's like 18 layers in total for like all my strands. But still, it's just like, how do you know like where to cut, where to sever the lines for the art, so that way it moves and, you know, shifts itself very fluid like. Those are the pieces. Like, do you separate the shadows? Do you separate, you know, these other components on the head or the hand or the hair or the body? Like, where does the cutting stop? That's the piece that I just tend to struggle with. Rigging is very easy, in my humble opinion. Well, it's easy to a degree, depending on what you're doing. But in terms of like separating the model, that's a whole other ball game. That you say you quit, you'll be jumping with joy. I am waiting for that day as well, Jelly. I am rooting for you to find another job, a better job with better opportunities for you. You'll fully admit the first week of you 3D printing was 100% printing everything and anything you could imagine. Then you ran out of filament and was sad for a month. No! Isn't that stuff costly? How much does filament cost for like 3D printing? Out of curiosity. I'm sorry, I'm all up in your wallet. I'm just genuinely curious. You can't give your desire for a 3D printer. You're being menace. Oh my god. So you do highly recommend getting a FDM printer if you don't have access to a well-ventilated workspace. Yes, that is a good point. Cause like it's the same with like resin molds too. Cause like don't you need like some sort of ventilation or some sort of like controlled air so that way bubbles doesn't form? I have to always defer to my friend who always makes like a lot of like resin stuff. Glad you were able to catch a stream as well, Pax. But yeah, I have like a lot of stuff on my plate after work in terms of like content creation stuff that I need to prepare for. One of them being the charity. Like I need to prepare like the overlays and commands for Saturday. Cause like, when I tell you guys, I did not mean to triple book myself, but ended up triple booking myself literally this weekend, and not realizing this weekend was MomoCon, and also not realizing that one of my friends was just like, hey, I kind of want to go to MomoCon, and I'm just like, I was afraid you were going to say this. I I was afraid you're gonna say this because I have too much planned. Like, why would you pick the weekend where it's just like busy? It's okay. I'm gonna survive the best way I know how to, which is just get a whole bunch of snacks and water so that way I can survive the entire weekend, both outdoors and at home, because I know it's gonna be hot at that con. Good Lord. It was hot last year. I don't want to hear this song. But I hope it's not musty. That's my other fear, is just like, sometimes whenever you go to conventions, folks don't know how to bathe. And you just be smelling funk all over the place. And you're just like, ooh, who is that? Who is that bringing the funk fest up in here? I didn't agree to this. At all. Not in the slightest. It's like at some point in time, I wish cons would take the initiative to be like, listen, if you ain't bathe, you got to go home. I need you to go home, take a shower, go back to your hotel room, take a nice long hot bath, because this is assault. This is assault on somebody's nose. And I'm willing to press charges, man. You can't be doing this.
Oh my god, what is that?
Hi, Blue.
Oh my god. What is that?
Stop! Why would you manifest that, Blue? Please. Also, random question. The router and the modem are different pieces of equipment, because you was told to unplug your modem and to make a speed a bit faster. They can be separate or they can be together. So like mine is a modem and router combination, but they are different components. So it's like, it just depends on like what sort of product that you have. And I get best check with your ISP if you got it from them, and they'll tell you. If not, then ask the person who got those components. Oh gosh. Or like what it says. I'm trying to think of like what's the easiest way without like looking at like your stuff. So yes, that exactly what Mary just said. I recommend getting a combo, and like usually like even if your ISP gives you a modem router or like some sort of combination of products, you can swap those out technically, because I did that when I was with Xfinity, because they tried to give me their stuff and I was just like, here, you can take this back. I actually bought something that's a little bit better, but I'm no longer with Xfinity anymore, thank God. I'm with AT&T and they have fiber, so I'm just like, yay! And I haven't had internet problems since. And it's the way that I'm so happy that like my homegirl is getting it soon too, because I'm just like, listen, if you get that AT&T fiber, you will never, ever, ever have to deal with internet problems, and you'll have such quick speeds. Like, oh boy, I haven't had to like deal with any kind of problems with them in the past 5 years. The only thing that I ask that they do a little bit better of is like maybe their customer service, but it's not nearly as bad as Xfinity and other ISPs that I've unfortunately been with. It's exactly how you made the life-size Keyblade. Filament can be super cheap as hell. You buy most of yours for only $15 a roll and 100 grams, and that's usually lasts you a long time. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Sorry you didn't take a shot. Bento, I need you to not stink in my chat. Go take a shower. Conventions is how you discover too many people will spend money on tickets, but not on... And we had this discussion relatively recently too, Rimu. We had this discussion where it's just like, listen, I love my fellow cosplaying folks. I really do. But some folks, again, it's again not managing money as wise as you possibly can. Some people are willing to just be like, yeah, I'll be put outside just so I can go to MomoCon. And I'm just like, why fam, why would you do this? I know you want to have a good time, but like at the same time, at the end of the day, once the con ends, you have to go home. And if you don't have a home to go to, was it really worth it? Was it worth it? Like, a better option would be if your friends can come meet you outside of the con and y'all hang out and do hooligan stuff. That's always the better option. I had that happen when we went to my my sorority centennial, and then also when we went to MomoCon with some friends. There were some folks who did not buy a ticket, and so they were just like, yeah, I'll meet you outside and we can just like hang out there. And I'm like, bet, I'm fine with that. I'd rather do that and, you know, minimalize like how much money I have to spend at a con versus just like pay for a full ticket, go to a couple of panels, take a couple of photos, maybe get into a fight or get drunk as hell, and then like come home and be like, oh, I ain't got no money, I have no bed. Like, please don't do that. Please value having a home and a pillow to lay your head on if you can. I'm so mad you said that, Blue. Like, do not wish the other Tartaglia to show up at MomoCon after he caused such a ruckus the last time he was at MomoCon. Listen, you had to bathe in Okita's musk. I'm proud of you, Bento. Thank you. Also, thank you for the hydrate reminder. You're afraid of the VR, that's all? Listen, I'm afraid of VR as well. We recommend, you honestly have no idea what we have. We had Xfinity first, but your family switched to AT&T, but you don't know if it's fiber or not. Ask them the plan. See what kind of plan that they're on, they'll tell you. Because if it's like, if it's gigabit, it's probably fiber. If it's less than that, it's probably not. What are your top 5 ISPs, Blaze? AT&T. Ugh. Do I really want to put Xfinity up there? Because I've only been under AT&T and Xfinity. But I've heard things about Spectrum, which makes me want to put them in the second slot. And then Xfinity. And then there's 2 others that I know exist in the States, but I have never used, so I can't necessarily rank them. I can't rank them. You enjoy the scent of your soap too much not to want to smell like it all the time. Listen, it's the way that I picked up, what is it? Risley's musk incense diffuser, whatever you want to call it. I put it in Tartaglia as well, okay? I know that sounds really weird, but like somebody got me in a whale infuser so I can put like different scents in there, and it just like, you know, spurts out every now and then, making my area smell nice. And it's the way that scent stays in that room for quite some time, because I had it burning in my, or basically going in my room for like roughly about under 30 minutes, like maybe about 15 minutes, and then I had to cut it off because it became so powerful that my eyes started wincing. I was like, oh my god, this is so strong. It smells good, but my god, it was so strong. It was too strong for me. But I have no regrets. I love that man with my whole heart and soul. But yeah, it was a good buy. It was a good purchase. I would buy it again, just not so soon. Cause like Tartaglia's candle was enough. Luckily that just kind of like, well, no, that scent lingers on too, but it's not nearly as strong. It's just more so it acts as a reminder of just like, hey, I'm here. Hey, I smell like a, you know, man who put on fresh cologne, which it really does. Because some mornings I wake up and I smell it and I'm just like, who is in my house? Who is in my house? I did not give somebody the authority to be in my home. Who is this? Whose man is this? Please let me know. And then I look over and I see his Tartaglia's candle. I'm like, oh, that's the man I allowed in my home. Yeah, you know what? That's on brand for me. That's very on brand. But I guess I'm excited somewhat to go to MomoCon, but like also I'm at the point where it's just like once I've gone to a convention, a particular convention long enough, I'm kind of like over it. And I feel like that's kind of what it's getting to be for me with MomoCon. And it used to be that for, well, it is still technically for like that for AWA. But MomoCon is about to be like the next one. That's just like, I'm just tolerating it at this point. And just going whenever my friends want to go. But like, I think my friends, most of my friends outside of like my homegirl, because we agreed to go, are kind of just like done with it. So it is what it is. It happens. There's nothing new to check out. Hi, Zora! Welcome in. How be you? You scare people with how well you can pick up on scents like a blood. Listen, scents, sounds, everything under the moon and sun. Like, I used to have really good hearing. I don't anymore. But I used to have really good hearing. To the point where people are just like, you could hear that? I'm just like, yeah, can't anybody? And I don't know if it's because, like, you know, I sort of, like, damaged my ears over the years with, like, loud music and such. But also I've had, like, my ear flushed out a couple of times because I did have some incidences where I legitimately could not hear for a while. And it was because my ear got so gunked up with, like, earwax to the point where it blocked my hearing. And my mom thought I was, you know, just kind of, like, joking around, like, oh, you know, you're too young to, you know, stop hearing. And I'm just like, no, I really cannot hear you. And she'd be right by me talking. And I could not hear her out of one side of my ear. And it was because my ear canal had just gotten so clogged up with, like, earwax. Now, I don't know if it's because, like, younger, I guess, like, I started using, like, Q-tips. And that sort of packed onto it. Or, like, me going to the pool to do stuff. But either way, eventually I convinced her to where I had to go to a hospital to get it flushed out. So that way I could hear again. So many cons are in the way. Right, and that's the most expensive part of the States. I'm just like, I want to go to DreamCon. I want to go to, like, the different, like, cons in California. But, like, at the same time, cost of living out there is kind of expensive. It's kind of expensive, and unless you know where, like, somebody is living or can, like, house you for a bit, I would prefer that. But I'm doing well, Zoria. I am doing well. I'm happy to be off work, but also, this day feels like it breezed by so quickly. It does not feel like I did anything today. That's how quickly it went by, and I'm just like, I definitely did something, but it does not feel like I got up and worked. But I did, and I got up early too. Because I was trying to knock out stuff for work and just be, like, done with it. Because, like I said, I've been kind of in grind mode at my job. Because I'm just like, I just want this stuff done. I want it done so I don't have to look at it for much longer. Please and thanks. And I did get things done. It's just now I'm working on other things. And now I have to take my time with getting through that. Do 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 do. If you have ringing in your ears, you might have slight damage. I don't have ringing in my ears, I will say. Like, maybe every now and then. And it's kind of really rare. I want to say it happens maybe like months apart. Yo, PG Boomer, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome in, Raiders. Hi, if you don't know me, I am Blazette Midnight, your casual Dragon Queen VTuber here on Twitch. And we are doodling a Sega-fied version of my VTuber brother, Sheppy. I'm basically doing some doodle redeems from the Sega X Thankmas charity event that happened last December. So those of y'all who donate towards the cause, I am doing like a Sega version of them. So like I've already done one for Brass up here as Sonic. I already did one for Lime as Cream the Rabbit, and now I'm doing Sheppy as, yeah, you guessed it, Tails the Fox. So we're just doodling some folks as other creatures from the Sega franchise. But welcome in. How was your stream? How was just chatting? I hope the vibes went well. And also those coming in from the raid, if you're tired, hungry, need to take care of some other things, please feel free to do so. Your mental and physical health comes first. But also let me introduce myself with a raid video. Enjoy.
My path is the only path I can take. Yeah, I know it's chosen. There ain't no easy road. Gotta create it. It's not given. I'm just living. I'm just living. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Shake it like it's heat. Hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going. Hold the drive. Flip the downside up to top notch. Whatever haters do. Hot top that. Do it like this. Do it like that. Do it like how it did. But now I do it like what?
Feed your artist.
Determination, like just imagine things that happen. Set the ass laughing. You go there. Please gotta keep asking. Losers terribly active facto. What you don't possess, it's not in stores. I work my ass while you in a bed store. Turning dust to gold, hardcore. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Shake it like it's heat. Hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going. Hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Shake it like it's heat. Hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going. Hold the drive.
You're just doing some pixel art and then you were just vibing for a bit. Nice. I hope the pixel art vibes went very well. It was a good time. Overall, oop, I heard something crack. I don't know what that was. As long as my monitors aren't falling down, we are good. If they crash and the stream cuts short, then just know that's the end of the stream and Blaze is having some. Oh, I forgot to. Yep. I knew I forgot something. I forgot yesterday after my USB hub fell from my desk. I didn't repair it. I didn't go back and repair it. I completely forgot. Like, listen, when I tell you I was tired yesterday, I went almost immediately to bed. Almost immediately. So that's why I was just like, I don't know why I woke up tired this morning. Because I got enough sleep. But for whatever reason, I was just feeling drained. But I'm gonna have to remember to fix that and put it back on my desk because I don't want that just hanging above me with like nothing to sort of support it. But it shouldn't be that detrimental. It's just more so annoying. Another fun thing about 3D printing, you can print yourself replacement parts for things you have to go to the store and pay You know what? You right. You right. That's also a very valid reason to like invest in one. Again, I just need to look into it a little bit more. Cause I have a few friends who own them, but they've also told me some of the headaches that sort of comes with it. So I'm just like, is it worth it? is it worth it? It probably is. It's just I'm too lazy to troubleshoot things. I am not a hardware girly outside of putting together PCs. I can put them together, but like if you ask me to troubleshoot different components, it's gonna be a no from me, fam. It's gonna be a hard no because it'd be my luck I find something and ruin it 10 times worse. Also depending on how much you can get out of it. I just want to know what the maintenance routine looks like. Because I know there's got to be something maintenance-wise that you have to be aware of when it comes to using 3D printers. I just haven't looked into it. But it does fascinate me. And I know there is one friend, which I don't know if they pulled the trigger on it yet, but they were looking into 3D printers at some point. So any knowledge that other people may have, I am willing to take. But most likely pass it on to them. And I'll eventually do my own deep dive and research into 3D printing at some point in time. I will say it has proven itself to be very helpful to those facing like various disabilities, because you can build components that way. Like if you need like stuff for like connecting pieces to other parts that are just very, user friendly and like friendly to those with like different mobilities. Yeah, there's like videos on it because like I know one of my friends was showing me like all the different uses that you can get out of it with that, and I think that's very beneficial and a very realistic use for that. Like again, you can use it for an amount of things, like a good amount of things, but like if it's to help somebody else out or like make somebody's life 10 times easy than it already is, then yeah, by all means, I'm for it. Which I know that's what it already does, but I'm just kind of like, I need to know what I'm doing before I invest in it. Like, I'm not trying to be like the Mac users who used to come into our computer science labs just being like, hey, can you help me use this device I don't know how to use, but I got my parents to buy this for me? And it's like, baby, why did you ask your parents to buy this for you if you had no idea how to use it? And why did you come to this lab thinking that we are like tech support for you and teaching you how to use a Mac when, there's so many resources that you could have gone to learn how to use a Mac? Why are you coming to a computer lab where all we do is mainly tutor and help folks from a tutoring perspective on like, you know, homework and things, but I guess go off, whatever. Oh, I've realized I did not put this in the subfolder that I thought I put it in. Okay, that's great. Oh, good. I can just... Excellent. No, put it here. Put it there. Yay. Just making sure. These are all the pieces that I want to put in here. Wait, what is this? Oh, okay. I'm satisfied with that. So now I'm probably gonna add the flats. I think we started off with this and that rough draft. I always go through like several rough drafts before I like actually start laying down things. Oh, hey, guess what, y'all? Guess what? I'm gonna make sure I use Sheppy's color palette. You know how easy it is to use Sheppy's color palette to make sure, like, you know, I appropriate his skin tone and like other things about his model. Yeah, you know how easy and simple it is to use, like, you know, his palette that's listed over here, that, you know, his model mama, you know, the lovely Lovmura put over here for others to use. Like you see all this, you get to see the details up close, and then you also get to see this color palette, this lovely color palette right here. So that way, you know, I don't just be like, you know what, I think looking at this photo, you know, Sheppy's skin tone is this. Oh, you see, I also used a tool called an eyedropper tool. You see that? You see how I come over here, and even though this is completely the wrong color, this is not Sheppy's skin tone. You do see that this is not Sheppy's skin tone. You see that? Well, you know what you can do if you're just like, man, I wonder which one of these is, you know, his skin tone. You can literally just, like, you know, use that same eyedropper tool and make sure, you know, you don't highlight in the shadows. But, you know, you highlight somewhere that's like neutral, like over here, and then you go over here to his other palette. Please don't make me look like a full Sheppy. And you see how it's like a 1-to-1 match? Like, look at that. Look at that right there. Oh my god. You see how easy it is to get skin tones right? You see? It's so simple. Gosh, I really do wish, you know, or hope everybody was educated on that manner, on how to, like, you know, get skin tones right. It's such a blessing when people know how to get skin tones right. You know, just eyedropper tool. It's so simple. It's so easy. Sorry, I had to go on my rant again. Okay, I thought so. His skin's not in any other piece on here, so luckily we can just get away with that. You feel terrible if you messed up someone's skin tone. In your defense, if you're going to be drawing something, might as well make sure you are happy with it. Yep. 3D printing for prosthetics are yes. Like, build you a whole, like, Edward Elric automill. Do that. It's the way that, like, my nerd brain would just literally go that way and just be like, yeah, you know what? I think I will just build me automill. Now, where all the pieces go, I don't know, but, like, we gonna try. I'm gonna build a whole automill prosthetic. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. We love folks who use the eyedropper tool. So thank you for your service, Ink. Thank you. Thank you so much. We love it. We love it. We love seeing folks who, you know, make sure to take, which I will say this. I'm so thankful VGen has a way to where like you can now add like the different color codes to your character reference, which is nice. And I feel like it's been saving a lot of artists who may pick up like a commission that I put in, and I just be like, hey, I like your art. I would like a commission piece, but like, here you go. Here you go. Use this. Please use this. And they always do, and I'm just like, yay. Yay. I don't have to be disappointed and feel like you completely ignored my my ask for like, you know, appropriate colors for my skin and other things. Like, it's so nice. Oh, I was about to say, who is whispering in my ear? Because I heard it. I definitely heard it, and it's guilty. It's guilty because I have a stream pulled up. You fully admit you've considered drawing up blueprints for? If you ever need a prosthetic to 3D print, yes. Do the thing. And if not for yourself, it could be beneficial to somebody else. Who knows? Because that's the other thing that like would be very helpful. Like, even if it's not like for things for you, just to help somebody else out would be nice, because they may be looking for something like that, and they could commission you. Because I think you said like you were looking for ways to like make money, so like you could definitely you know, create maps that would help other people, you know, print those tools. Everybody could use a good template, because that's what I'm thinking about doing for Mix It Up. I kind of want to play around with it a little bit more and see what other fun things that I can do, since they've expanded upon it just being their built-in features for like animations and web design. They've opened it up to where it's just like now you can use JavaScript and sort of write extra logic in their app to do different functionalities. So I may look into that a little bit more and see if I can play around with some different tools to get different things to happen on stream. You know what? I should start looking into that for like debut things. I'll do that. That'll be something that I put on like my own task board to kind of play around with, so that way it's not always the same stuff that y'all see. It's something more. I just gotta find the inspiration to do those things. Doom, 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 doom. I was about to say, it sounds like this is a Legend of Zelda song, and I was right. It's the Goron's Lullaby. This is the way I hear like the baby Goron singing this song. And Majora's... Wait, is it Majora's Mask? Yeah, it is. I think about which game it's from. They may have had it in other games, but I recognize it first from Majora's Mask. Hi, Oyo. Welcome in. Also, I think the 3-minute ads just played. Some of y'all may be able to confirm. I did a horrible job of watching, and also, it does not feel like an hour has passed so far in stream. Yeah, I have a feeling it's just going to be... It's going to be an art type of stream. Also, did I put this many lo-fi songs in this playlist? I don't remember this. I'm sure y'all are enjoying it, because if you're here to chill and vibe and listen to like more low energy stuff, these are the perfect songs to be coming on for it. I just don't recall putting them in this playlist. You enjoy what you talk about on stream. I just be thinking of things like whatever comes first to mind. That's really the secret. Because, like, I don't be talking about anything other than just, like, just emotions for the most part of what I'm feeling. Because nothing interesting has happened this week that I can share. Outside of, like, maybe the silliness of my coworkers every now and then. Because they do be nerds. They do indeed be nerds. They're good nerds, but they do be nerds. Nerd. Is either calm, educational, helpful, or about to make you choke from your drink from laughing. Lord have mercy. I'm glad that I can bring some form of like comfort, entertainment to somebody. Because again, that's all I really want to do. Like when I first got into streaming, and this is how you know, like I've been following Markiplier. We talked about this, but I'm gonna talk about it again. I started following like, you know, folks like Game Grumps, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, Manly Badass Hero. Those were like the folks that I looked up to when it came to Let's Plays. And I can't remember how I stumbled across all of them. I think it was just more so like me just kind of like looking at different things on YouTube at the time and just kind of like exploring that and going through the different avenues there. But yeah, I stumbled across like most of them because like Manly got me into being comfortable with watching horror games. The Game Grumps, Markiplier, and Jacksepticeye got me to where I was like, oh, you can literally like just be playing games that you enjoy and also build a community at the same time. So it's just like, I wasn't watching live streamers. I had no idea that streaming was even a thing back then. I was just more so used to YouTube, and I still watch YouTube for those reasons. That's my TV. Every now and then I'll be in Twitch, but usually like, so this is how I see Twitch and YouTube. Twitch is more so like networking. Like I like to talk because it's a live experience. You're talking with the streamer, you're getting to know the streamer's community, the streamer themselves, getting to interact with other people. And I say this all day, every day. I'm an introvert naturally, but like if you find a topic that I can speak on and ramble about, I become an extrovert with a quickness. Also, hi Miss Strange, I see you. I saw that you and Bolts were playing my favorite game when I raided into y'all. How was the rest of Kingdom Hearts 2? I was in there for a bit and then I saw that Bolts had raided to somebody else. But yes, I do be drawing. So like today we're doing I'm trying to play catch up on like the backlog of like SEGA X Thankmas Redeems. So like back in December of last year, SEGA partnered with Jacksepticeye to raise funds for Thankmas, which the focus was on mental health. And so, as a part of that initiative, one of the redemption things that I added was to kind of like keep it like SEGA themed, was I let people donate towards mental health by contributing a certain amount, and they get doodle redeems out of me. So like, I've already gone through 2. I got like, I think 4 or 5 more to do, and then I'll be finished with this, and then I get to go back to the midnight snacks, which I think I have. Oh god. I'm gonna have to find it. I'm gonna have to find it. It's one of these. Is it snack piece 2? You know, we'll go with the first one. Yeah. I think it's this one. Yeah, where I get to draw like folks as different snacks. So like, this is me just drawing like various community members as different snack items. So you got Hershey as Hershey, Miss Fashion with the Passion as a cupcake, Jelliana as Boba, the Lusty Lime as a cinnamon roll. You got Savvy Little Minx as Dragon Fire Rice Krispies. You got Imbi Prince Salem as, oh god, I always forget. It's the Dragon Fireballs or whatever. It's like Dragon Ball candy. That's all I remember. These are all names that they gave themselves when I told them that our community was going to be called the Snacks, the Midnight Snacks, and I remembered like some of their names when they went through it. Cereal as a bearded M&M. Art Pastel Kelsey as a Teddy Graham. Shattered Soul as a Reese's Pieces cookie. J for Gamers as Umbreon Chicken Nuggies. And then you got Laz, who's Honey Nut Laz. And then you have Tig as a Teddy Graham, Blue as a Blue Boba, Blake as Dragon Wagon Booty Beans. And then you have Brass as a Crepe. And then I started on the other set of Midnight Snacks. Open, don't close, please. Please. Okay. There you go. Oh yeah, I forgot. I started on Cursed. I need to finish Cursed. Cursed is ramen. So Cursed is a bowl of ramen. I need to go through and finish theirs. And then I also have Fitness to Cosplay. Ash is a little gummy bear cat. So yeah, we got different snacks for different canvases because this one kind of got a little bit full at first. I actually have some more space to like kind of go through there and draw on here, but yep. I'm gonna eventually circle back around to that, but right now I gotta finish these SEGA characters that I've committed to. No more art! Don't ask me for no more art for charity. My backlog is big enough. I can't do no more. There's Blaze art. You didn't know you did art? Yeah, I actually did some of the emotes in my Discord server. The ones that showcase not necessarily this model, but it's like the ones where it's just like I think I'm wearing a hat. And like the heart emote, the knife emote, and then like something else. And then I also did like previous emotes that are no longer in the server where I did it based off of like my Gaia Online character. So I be arting every now and then. It's just I'm too shy to show my art because No, I don't have a VGen. I don't have a VGen. Don't go there for a VGen. Very please. I don't take commissions. I don't take commissions. I do that purposely because I'm just like, I hate my art. I hate my art, so if anything, the only way that you can get art from me is basically by contributing towards charity causes, and I make it a redemption. So, this is literally how everybody who has gotten a piece from me gets to have, like, full ownership and rights to it. They can make stickers, they can make charms. I'm not gonna be like, hey, I want them commercial prices. No, you donate to charity, here you go, do whatever you want. All I ask is for credit, that's it. So good, it was fun. I'm glad you guys had a blast. Bolts is good people. They're always high energy and just so friendly at the end of the day. You hate, nope. Salem's there. No, I'm sorry, Salem. I'm take it back. I take it back. Don't snatch my wig, please. I'm sorry. I'm a good artist. I don't want to take commissions. I want to take commissions. Next time, Barry. When I get through like my backlog of like current artwork, I may open them back up for like the next charity incentive that I do, so people can get more art from me. Because I'm still just kind of going through a process of just being like, I'm okay with my art right now, but also I haven't learned a lot of like the fundamental structures of like anatomy and other things. So I'd feel bad taking other people's money for commissioned work when like a lot of it is just like, this is giving me good practice. Because like I enjoy drawing and I wish I could show y'all some of the stuff that I've been working on concept wise. Oh, like you can see one of my raggedy works from like the first debut that I did for this model, and then you'll get to see it again. I'll just go ahead and spoil it. You'll get to see it again for when I debut my 3.0 model. Oh god. Here comes Crow. Hi, Crow. Welcome in. Not debut this. Also, congrats on the 35 stream streak. I appreciate it. I need to just like hold like a trophy or like, you know, an award ceremony for like the person who managed to keep their stream streak the longest in here. Because some of y'all are goated, and I don't know how y'all managed to do that for so long, because I could never. I struggle so freaking much with keeping my stream streak in other people's streams. It's so hard. But yeah, no, I do art. But I wish I could scream and show y'all the things. I did show somebody. I will not mention them by name because I did work with them. It's like, I will say this. Any and every artist that I've worked with up until my debut, I will not tell y'all. I will not tell y'all. You will not know their names. Because one, I don't know if you'll go behind my back and be like, hey, what did Blaze commission from you? Tell me the thing. Tell me the thing. Because it's not for your eyes. I'm gonna need fees, payment, a disclosure to be like, hey, did someone speak to you about like the artwork that, you know, I said not to speak about? Let me know, because like, I'm gunning for them now. They shouldn't have spoken to you. They shouldn't have spoken to you. It's like part of me just genuinely, well, no, I do care. No, never mind. I almost said like I don't care, but no, I do care. Do not spoil the surprise, because I want to see people's surprise for like a lot of the things that I have planned. You saw a guy that nearly had 100 stream streak. Everyone was so sad when he lost the streak. Echo has, I think, 140 stream streak in here or something along that caliber. The highest stream streak that I've seen, which I think resides in Guilty's stream, I don't know if they still have it, and I don't remember the user who had it, but it's somebody in Guilty's stream who got as high as 200. And I'm just like, I could never, because I feel like it would be the day that I have to go into the office, or the day I have to go to a con, or the day I have to do X, Y, and Z. I won't be able to log on. I almost lost it the day that I went to Korean barbecue in Hot Pot at a friend's house. I pulled out my phone with the quickness in the hopes that it would keep my streak, and Twitch did not fail me this time, so I'm trusting Twitch Mobile again. It's just, you have to keep it open. You have to keep the stream open for quite some time. Like, at least like a good 10 to 15 minutes just to be safe. To make sure your stream registers before you leave it. Because that's what I did. And unfortunately, there were people who don't know that I'm a VTuber, that I had to kind of like explain things to them, because they were just like, well, why do you do this and this, that, and the other? And I'm just like, I don't want to answer these questions, man. I don't know you. My friends already know I VTube. I've already sent them like most of the shit that I advertise here to them. Some of them are, I'm pretty sure, are tired of my shit. But like others have supported me. I'm not gonna say like my friends aren't just like whatever. Like some of them have supported me, and I appreciate that. But they always ask like, you know, how's the VTubing thing going? You getting a lot of fans, this, that, and the other? I'm just like, you know, I'm just here. I'm just here. But yeah, that blew my mind when I saw somebody had like 200 something stream streak in somebody's stream. I'm like, wow. Can I be like you when I grow up? Hi, Lycoon. Welcome in. Oh shit, she got the clip studio. She doing art. We are. We're trying to draw Sheppy as Tails. As a Tailsified Sheppy. He don't have two tails. He only has one. For the record, he only has one large fluffy tail. But he's spinning it his hardest so that way he can fly. He can fly like Tails. He's just gotta put in the extra work. He got it, I believe, in my VTuber brother. I believe he can fly. He only needs one. That's right. He only needs one. He's been keeping up with his reading. He knows how to fly with one tail. He knows. He knows. Don't let this silly guy fool you. He knows exactly what he's doing. Oh, of course it's this dang song. They always put like the songs I don't want to listen to from Bomber Cyberfunk in my ear, and I'm like, go away. I want to hear this right now. Okay. That's all I wanted to make sure of. But how are you, Lycoon? What's goody? Today was supposed to be like, you know, hey, I'm gonna be working on stuff, which it would have just been like me uploading VODs, which I still need to do. And I know I can get to a point where it's just like I can just like stream, multi-stream on YouTube and Twitch. I don't want to do that right now. There's a reason. There's a reason, but I don't want to do that right now. Not right now, because like I said, there's stuff that I'm cooking behind the scenes and I'm working with. Thank you, lovely. I have their stream pulled up right now. That's why I was like, earlier I was questioning who is whispering in my ear. And it's literally my wife. Because I see that she's doing ASMR today. Yeah, I'm advertising for Guilty. I'm advertising for Guilty Thorns, yes. That is my lovely wife. She's live right now. I'm advertising for her. So if you like the comfy cozy ASMR type beat, she might be for you. Okay, it's this. I knew it was one of these. It was peeking out. There we go. You've been okay? Just got off work and gonna start working on comms. Hey, let's go. That's what I'm trying to do. They're charity comms, but still, it's a lot on my backlog that I'm trying to play catch up in. So that way, I don't have to spend like 600 years doing things. I'm just trying to knock them out. Did Brie put the other one in here? She did. It's right here. But yeah, I was just gonna work on like other things outside of art, but then I was just like, no, I need to finish Sheppy's artwork. Once I finish Sheppy's artwork, then we'll move on to other things that I need to work on, because like I know who's next in line that I will work on art wise, doodle wise, but I gotta get through Sheppy's because I missed his birthday. This could have been like literally the perfect birthday present for him. I did get him something, but like it would have been nice to like give him art too.
What up, G? What?
Gee. This is the family cookout song. Where the uncle just be like hollering at the aunts. Or like the ladies at the cookout and vice versa. Also, thank you for the follow. Your art is looking good so far. Oh, thank you, Laiku. You making me blush. You making me blush. It was a struggle to get here. it was definitely a struggle to get here. Like this is why I don't take on commissions, because I'm just like, no, I wanna, you know, learn the fundamentals a little bit more, because I don't get the chance to sit down and just like art a lot of the times. Most of like my art experience comes from me looking at other images and references and just kind of drawing them verbatim, like eyeballing it. Like most of like my traditional sketch work comes from like images that I just looked and I said, okay, let me try and replicate this. And for the most part, I do a pretty good job at like doing that, because that was the first hurdle that I tried to get over, was just like learning from references and going from there, and then actually freehanding. And I'm still kind of uncomfortable with that. All night long until the break of dawn. Sorry, I love this song. Because it literally just talks about like thirsty uncles and aunts. That's literally what I envision for this song. Just thirsty uncles and aunts at the cookout. And I'm just like, yep, this is very on brand. This is very on brand for a black gathering. I love it. I love it. But no, I just want to get better at art. It's just finding the time to sit down and commit to it is really the thing that's getting to me. Also, at your job in the vending machines, and on the stands for snacks, we have Famous Amos, and now you can't stop cheesing for your disgust of them. Oh man. Listen, when you are hungry and they got Famous Amos. Oh, here go the Unk. You hear, Unk? He thirsty. Listen to this thirsty man. Like, I love this song so much. It's literally just a Bum Rush cyberpunk song, but it's just like every time I hear this, I just think of like, you know, a family gathering at the cookout, and it's just like, it's the Unk with the fedora and the shades, and he got like the gold chain on and the slick shoes, and he just doing his little two-step. Brother starving, right? Cause like I actually have relatives that do that. They just dress like to the nines, like how they would like in the 80s. See, look at me calling folks old. I'm old myself, but like I'm calling the older folks old. And they just coming out in like their best Sunday suit, and I'm just like, look at them. Who are they flirting with? Like who is out here? Who they trying to look good for? It's all family. What you doing? I'm gonna say, hey, Pat, you looking mighty fine, right? Oh man. But no, if you are like seriously very hungry and you like, I want me some chocolate chip cookies, but I ain't got none on hand, but there's a vending machine that offers some Famous Amos, yes. You put that dollar in that vending machine and get you some Famous Amos, and you munch on those cookies like there's no tomorrow. They will slap. They will slap in that moment, because you finally got some cookies that you were just like, damn. Oh, these so good. But will I go out my way to a local grocery store and be like, yes, I gotta get me some Famous Amos? Absolutely not. No. Again, desperation times. Desperation times. But also, you know what? I kind of did judge Famous Amos just a little bit harshly, now that I look at it. Because, like, in the vending machine perspective, if there was both Chips Ahoy and Famous Amos, I would pick the Famous Amos still. Yo, Bento, thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate it. Now, you tried them before, they don't hit at all. Listen, when you hungry, those Famous Amos will hit. They will. When you hungry and you craving cookies, you'll still bite into them and be like, damn, these dry as fuck. But God, they hitting something. They hitting something. I don't know what they hitting, but it's making me happy just to have some chocolate in my system, even if it ain't the best chocolate. Chips Ahoy taking shots. Listen, Chips Ahoy is garbage too. But again, I would still pick Famous Amos over Chips Ahoy if it's the vending machine. If it's at the local grocery store and like my homegirl's like, which one you want to get? I'm gonna be like, just go ahead and get the soft Chips Ahoy cookies. Go ahead and get those. Like, if I can't have anything better than Chips Ahoy, just get the dang soft baked Chips Ahoy cookies. Like, I don't want them, but I'll take them because I need some chocolate chip cookies in my life right now. I need something. I need something. You come back to boot bounce emotes. Booty bounce and emotes in chat. Listen, I want a dumpy emo. I want one so bad. Like the one where it's just wiggling around in the circle. Like I want the stereotypical one of like just throwing it back like that. I don't want that one, Lime. I want the dumpy. I want the stereotypical dumpy because I already have like technically a Turkin-ish emote, but still, I want the dumpy because I want one like I love Astros. Like, look at that. I want one that goes crazy like that. I need one that just goes just vibrates in chat. Like, I need that. I swear to God, if somebody gets this taken down, I'm coming to your house and literally burning down your home. I'm burning down your home. This is a threat. Don't you dare. You let people have their dumpies. It's great. It brings me joy. See, even Spree got one. I know that's Spree's. I knew it. I can tell Spree's art anywhere. Blaze Dumpy with the spinning tail. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me.
Who goes there?
Oh.
Move an inch and I'll blast you into next week.
Hi, RJ. Welcome in. I swear the newer intros be scaring me. It's like I put them together and I've heard them at least 3 times now. It still startles me because Lime still startles me. RJ still startled me. I finally gotten used to crows, so it doesn't startle me as much. There's somebody else's. Oh, Silly's. Silly's still startled me. Because it's the hyena laugh, and it just be in my ear, starting low, and then it goes high, and I'm like, oh my God. Lord. What is this? Oh, wait, why is it? Hello? Twitch? Twitch, please. I'm trying to look. I'm trying to look at my wife bounce. It's frozen whenever I hover over it. It's like it's trying to load the frames. There we go. Oh, I love this. This is so cute. That's a cute bounce emote. Bounce on it. Putting that on your list of emotes to get. Do it. Do it, Beatrix. I have one that I wish I could show y'all. It's loaded somewhere in a Discord. It's loaded somewhere in a Discord. It's not in my main one. You'll never find it in my main one. but I have it loaded in a Discord, and it's so fucking cute. It's so precious, and I want to show y'all. I can't though. I can't. One day though. One day when the debut stuff comes out, I get to show y'all all the things I've been cooking. This one is your favorite. Oh, this was so cute. I love that's another one that I want. Is like I want a nice little clappy emote. Cause like now why is it I was about to say I know I have proppers. Cause I love proppers clap emote. That's like my default one that I use whenever I'm clapping for somebody. I miss Proper. I miss Proper! That was my oomphy. That was my oomphy. I miss her. I hope she's doing well though. Overall, seriously. But I need a clap emote. My current favorite one though is the cutie pie one. Cause I just love the little tooth out her mouth. Like, look at that baby. She's so happy. She's just like, yay! I just want to pinch her cheeks and just like tell her like life's gonna be okay. Like every time I see that baby, she makes me so happy. I'm like, look at you. Look at the baby. Look at the baby. I just want to pinch her cheeks and just tell her she's cute. I just want to tell her she's cute. Cause look at that little thing. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm doing too much with that one. Of course, that's your favorite line. Or one of them. Dun, dun, dun. That's how we feel about Baby Blaze. Oh my gosh. Again, y'all aren't ready for some of the cute emotes that I got. Because I went a little feral. I went a little feral with the cuteness. But also, it can't be helped, especially with like my new design. If y'all already saw like the sneak peek from one of the previous VODs, I'm not gonna tell you which one. If you missed it, you missed it. You just gonna have to go through some of my older VODs to see the reveal. But I did do the reveal of like my PNG of the design that's coming. Y'all didn't get the one and only one that was like silhouetted, and I was just like, they're not gonna pick this one because y'all listened to Fate and y'all were just like, oh, 5/6 means 5 and 6, so we gotta all vote for that. And I'm just like, you fools. If only you voted for another one that was possibly next to that number, I would have blown y'all's mind. But nope, now you gotta wait till debut. You gotta wait till debut. I'm not showing it. I'm not showing it. Sheppy is too cute. Ain't he so cute? He's so adorable. It didn't exist before you went to your favorite emo artist and showed her a gif of... That makes sense. That makes so much sense. And that's so cute, because I forgot Pikachu is animated to do that. That's so clever, Vixen. You're finally off for the next 2 days so you can catch streams better. Yay, let's go. I have a 4-day... Wait. Yeah, 4-day weekend coming up. Which will be a first for me. Since, like, Christmas, I want to say. I think it was, like, since Christmas. Something like that. Either way, I'm excited because I need a bit of a little breaky break. I just want to breathe for a moment. Just for a little moment. Alright, so I need to put down his jacket. Wait, what is this? Oh, okay. That's what that is. Yeah. Let me put that there. You'll wait. Listen. I want to show y'all so many things. Between the ideals that are baking in my mind, the stuff that I already have done, like I already got like sketch work. And what makes me mad too, what makes me so mad is like I'll tell the artist of like the vision of what I'm looking for, and they'll execute it beyond what I expected, and it happened recently because like I'm working with another artist on something, and I was just like, hey, and what's funny too is like I got like the perfect reference because I took a IRL photo of what I was looking for. I was like, hey, can you do this? And that's because it was in a funny place, a very funny place. I'm not gonna say what place I was at, but like I was in a very funny place. And I showed them the thing, and I was like, hey, I want this, this, and this with this and this, and I showed them the reference, and they got exactly what I was talking about. And then they did another sketch and was just like, here's another one that I just, you know, happen to do just to make sure that I understand what you're talking about. And tell me why the other one looks better than my rinky-dink ideal. Tell me why the other one looks better than my rinky-dink ideal. I was like, how dare you? How dare you attack me like this? Now you know I'm gonna go with this one. How dare you? You didn't have to put down my ideal this way. But no, it's good. Did you turn Sheppy into tail? I did! So those just joining, I am doing artwork of like turning various VTubers into SEGA-fied characters, or just doing like SEGA art in general for them. So you got Brass Shadow as Sonic, Loot Lime as Cream, and now we're doing Sheppy as Tails. So this was his request, and I was hoping he would request this because I was just like, what SEGA character would you like to be? And they were just like, oh, we'll do Tails. And I'm like, you're so on brand. You're so real. You're so real, Sheppy. Thank you. Thank you for picking the best boy that I saw for it. And of course, Mania comes on as soon as I say that. Let's go. But yeah, this came from like the SEGA X Thankmas event that I did last December. So like if some of y'all watched Jacksepticeye's stream, or like knew some folks who were a part of the SEGA stream team like myself and like other folks, that was the event that we helped raise funds for mental health. And also, fun fact, for those who did not know and weren't part of, didn't catch me stream during last December, I'm still like in shock because it feels so freaking surreal. But when Jacksepticeye was live for his Thankmas event, he may or may not have pulled up my stream. Like, I still am just kind of mind blown by that he was literally in my stream. He donated, and he also said some really nice words about like my model and like the words that I said, because like when I saw his name come through, I was like, excuse me? Hello? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Who are you? How'd you find this channel? Where you come from? Because I literally thought I was getting pranked. I thought somebody was trolling me, like somebody was playing a cruel ass joke on me and was just like, oh, I'm just gonna pretend like I'm Jacksepticeye and just donate. Because there are people who will do that. So I was just like, oh, okay. This is the game that we're playing. But no, he actually, you know, came through and was just like, people are so sweet. I'm like, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. Hold up, I'm pulling it up. We can watch it together as a family. Real quick. We can watch it. We can watch it together, and you can also see how many funds I raised. Yes, I put it in TikTok form because I was just like, I'm gonna post this on TikTok. You're all gonna see the majesty that like Jacksepticeye came to my stream, and I'm screaming. I will say comments are turned off on Oh, you might hear guilty. I just realized that. So y'all don't get jump scared by the whispers. So y'all don't get jump scared by the whispers like I'm doing right now. I'm gonna temporarily mute her for right now. But yeah, this is how it played out last December. So I'm part of the SEGA creators team. If you follow my Twitch or VOD's channel, you already know I've participated in several charity events they partnered with earlier this year. This month, they were invited to participate in Thankmas, which is an event hosted by Sean McLaughlin, or better known as Jacksepticeye. Because the event was focused on mental health awareness, I immediately jumped at the opportunity to participate as a person who advocates and deals with mental health myself. The Thankmas event and livestream kicked off on December 6th. Though I knew Jack was live on his channel, I focused on raising funds on my end by streaming Sonic Shadow Generations. About an hour into stream, I noticed an odd uptick of followers. At first I thought I was about to be hate raided, but then this happened. Presser? Oh my god.
Hello.
As you could see, I was pretty caught off guard by Jack's donation and visit to my stream. It wasn't until after I ended my stream I witnessed this wholesome encounter on his live.
We got another stream. What was the name of this one?
You shouldn't take
Blazette Midnight. Another VTuber. Hell yeah. What Sonic
God.
game are they playing?
Oh hey, it's Big!
Big the Cat.
I miss
Oh, they said it at the same time. I don't know what Sonic game this is. Then again, I've only ever played like the original Sonic. I played the original Sonic, Sonic and Knuckles, and Sonic Mania, and those are the only ones I've ever played. Donation dropped.
I
don't know how much it
did,
was.
Mary, I did. I love that for Shadow. I really do. This is during Thankmas.
$100? Hell yeah. There it is.
Hello. Your name's Shadow, isn't
No, my name's Sean, idiot.
it? See my good buddy, Froggy?
Like, I was just shocked. I was like, wait a minute. Am I getting punked? Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hey.
The Jacksepticeye?
That's me.
Hello? Also, thank you for the $100 donation. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness.
That's cute.
Welcome in. Hi. Hello, everyone.
Man, these VTuber models are nuts. Like, the characters blush.
I had to shout out Lovmura. Oh my goodness.
You can thirst over Shadow all you want.
If you don't know me, I am Blazette Midnight, your casual Dragon Queen VTuber here on Twitch, and we are helping Team SEGA raise funds for Thankmas.
Hell yeah.
Welcome in, everyone. My cool. From Jack as well.
Please.
Oh my gosh. Jacksepticeye,
I was mind blown.
Seriously,
Like I was
honestly,
so shook of.
starstruck right now because I've been watching you for years. For years. Like, thank you so much for putting this together. Oh my god.
Thank you for streaming.
Y'all have no idea how much I wanted to jump on board with this cause.
Fuck
so.
yeah.
Your mom's pretty. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And we're gone. We're
Welcome
out.
in, everyone.
Like a
Oh
puff of
my
smoke.
gosh.
The mitten. Hell yeah. I love that. People are so sweet.
Yes, people are indeed sweet. And I'm still freaking out. Jacksepticeye visited my channel.
I screamed in my house. I screamed so loud in my house when I first watched his live, because I didn't hear him. We did not interact while it happened. So like I had to go back and watch the actual VOD of him going live, and you see him pull up my stream. So you could see like the unedited version when you go there. But that was like such a surreal moment for me. Like I will never forget that, because I have watched Jacksepticeye for so long. I may not consume his content nowadays because I am older, but I still remember in my dorm room, I used to watch his content so much alongside Markiplier, alongside Game Grumps. Those were like my heroes back then. And I still have I need to find that Jacksepticeye eye plush too. I still have not found that eye. I know it's somewhere in my home, but I have like 1,000,001 plushes. But I do have a Jacksepticeye like eyeball plush. So like, yeah, I've been following that guy for a while. You was there and you're like, ooh shit, it's top of the morning to you, homie, right? Like so many folks, cause I remember Arrow was there, cause like Arrow was like, oh shit, yo, hey Jack, and like so many other folks were there. They were just like, wait a minute, this is the actual Jacksepticeye, cause like I was so mind blown. I was I was both scared and like mind blown because I really thought somebody was trolling me. And like, I thought a hate raid was about to happen. I was like, I'm about to shut this shit down. This is not about to happen. And then I saw his donation come through and people coming in and saying like, happy Thankmas. And I was like, yo, this is real? This is real? Like, we're on the live? What do you mean? What's happening? And so many people were in there just being so nice, so charitable. They were so kind when he came through. And I was just like, I don't deserve y'all's love, man. I don't. But like that's like one thing that I will go to the grave and still be screaming in my grave about, because I'm just like, oh my god, I got recognized by like somebody who I really look up to and like inspired me to do content creation. Like for real, like it's wild. If Corey Kenshin ever recognizes me, I'm shutting down stream. I'm just gonna shut down stream. I'm just gonna be like, all right, well, that's the end of that. It's time to go home. It's time to go home. I can't be here no more. You've hurt me so much. I can't stop screaming. Oh man, but that was amazing experience. Yours was Dashy XP. You love that guy. Let's go, Lycoon. Hope you're never ending on another high like this. Oh. In the distance, we just hear the longest fangirl scream. Listen, there's so many people, like, if they just happen to pop up in the stream, like, they just find me, I'm just gonna scream. One of those obviously being Griffin Burns. Like, if you don't know who Griffin Burns is, it's the person who voices...
I will have
And there, and there goes Bento. Oh, I'm ending the stream. I told you, I'm ending the stream. If Griffin Burns finds me, if Joe Zaja, the person who voices Risley, finds me, I'm gonna end the stream. If Corey Kenshin finds me, I'm gonna end the stream. There's like so many other people where it's just like, if they just come in here chatting, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm just gonna be like, no, this can't be real. This can't be real. And if I click on their profile and I see like a check mark next to their name and I see like all their credentials that like allude to them just like being like the actual legitimate celebrity, I'm just gonna be like, and that's a stream, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. I cannot be here any longer because a celebrity has shown up in chat who I greatly admire, and I don't want to make a fool of myself. I love them dearly, but I'm literally gonna scream across this entire mic and most likely faint. And just like possibly do backflips on my back lawn. I don't know, but yeah, I'm out of here. But no, I just ugh. And I know I shouldn't like, you know, treat them as like, you know, heroes. Like, you know, they say the old saying is just like, you know, don't obviously over idolize folks to the point where it's just like, oh, they're a god and they can just do anything. But it's just like it just means the world to me to be perceived by like folks who I just really appreciate at the end of the day. But I'm still screaming and I'm still ending stream because like, nah, you ain't calling me out. You ain't calling me out. Because Griffin already said something in person when I got my poster signed by him and I told him to sign it as Blazette. He was just like, oh, that's a dope name. I'm like, you shut your dirty mouth. I didn't say that to him. But I was just like, you can't say these things in front of me. You can't. Like, I'm literally doing my best to suppress, like, not screaming in your face and sounding like a banshee. Like, a fangirling banshee in front of you because I appreciate, like, all the work that you do and, like, how much you appreciate your fans when they come up and be like, hey, can I get an autograph? Being your favorite YouTuber growing up, not that he ever came to your streams, but you wish, but then again, you don't stream yet. Listen, just let them appreciate your art. Because that's the other thing, Lycoon. Also, hi, Cassie. I promise I'm not ignoring you. Thank you for calling me hot. Today, I'll accept it. Today, just for today. Only today. If 5 of them appeared in the same time, you might need to, oh yeah, no, I'm on the floor if 5 of them. Like, if, like, all 5 of, like, if 5 different people who I greatly admire showed up in my stream one day, you would just hear a loud, just like when I was freaking out about Moros. Just like I was freaking out about Moros. You would just hear a large thud, and I would just hit the floor, and you wouldn't hear from me for at least another hour or so. Cause I wouldn't believe my eyes. I wouldn't. I would be like, somebody tell me it's a lie right now. Somebody's gaslighting me pretty heavily right now. This is a cruel joke. I need someone to say psych right now. Stop it. Just stop it. But no, one of the other things that I learned was, like, I didn't know Bree drew art that Manly Badass Hero used in their thumbnails. And I was just like, wait, what? And she showed me, and I was like, wait a minute! You know a famous person! It's like, Bree knows famous people. Like, hello? I mean, I knew this because she's famous herself, but like, golly. Golly. You did something for Manly? Now, I won't say I will necessarily end stream if Manly comes in here. But I am gonna have to suppress a scream or something. If he does. Because, like, I've been wanting to meet that man for, like, the longest time. And I was so mad. One of my friends at the time actually ran into him at a convention that I was presently there. Because they literally came up to me and was just like, oh, hey, I ran into Manly Badass Hero not too long ago. I'm like, what? Where? Where is he? But I think at that time he had already, like, moved on or left the con or something like that. So I was just like, no, the one chance I could have gotten to meet Manly, it's gone. It's gone. It's left my grasp. Because I do know he's, like, in a neighboring state. But I'm also not like one of those weirdos that's just like, I'm gonna find out where he lives and basically take a photo of his car. If you know what I'm alluding to, bonus points to you for catching the reference there. But if not, the context there is there was somebody who decided it was a great idea to find where a celebrity, internet celebrities living place was, and they decided to live stream them just basically sleeping under their car. And I'm just like, oh, Oh, okay. So we're just gonna disrespect boundaries all together. We're just gonna disrespect boundaries all together for that. That's wild. And I believe it was Kai Cenat who was talking about it too. And I'm just like, yeah, that's really strange, man. That's really strange. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, if somebody did that to me, I'd be like, yeah, stranger danger, you stay the heck away from me. And especially like if you put that person's life in danger or at stake, because now you're just doxing them and now you're just basically causing more headache for them. And it's just like, ugh. What made you think that was a good idea? Dynamic! I just read your message, Beatrix. Not you would delete your whole channel if a famous person perceives you. Also, Dynamic, thank you so much for the raid. Lovely, I appreciate it. Welcome in, Raiders. Hi, if you don't know me, I am Blazette Midnight, your casual Dragon Queen VTuber here on Twitch, and we're drawing some VTubers as SEGA characters. We're SEGAfying them. So as you can see, we're obviously drawing Sheppy as a familiar Fox friend, and it's very on brand considering, like, you know, my VTuber brother is very Fox-like. So you could probably guess what Fox friend from the SEGA franchise we are drawing him as. But welcome in. Hi, Crimson! Welcome in! And also those coming in from the raid, if you're tired, hungry, need to take care of some other things, please feel free to do so. Your mental and physical health comes first. But if you don't know me, see, the ads interrupted me. I was just about to play my raid video, and I saw the ads play, and I was just like, I will wait for them to go away, and then maybe play it then. But also don't feel obligated to stay here. So like if you need to do some stream aftercare or take care of some other things, please feel free to do so. Your mental and physical health comes first. I always say that. Make sure to take care of your body, because you only get one. You only get one. You may get another. You may get another. Especially if technology advanced to the point where, you know, you can inject yourself into like a cyborg or something like that. You know, you might get another one. You like the raid video? I'll wait till the ads go away because people won't be able to see it. They won't be able to see it. So I'll play it then. But yeah, welcome new people. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday. Why did I say Friday? It is Monday. Girl, go to bed after this. Go to bed after this. You tired. Clearly you tired. I don't skip the whole week. I've already said, like, yep, we're in Friday territory now. I'm telling you, this day has gone by so quickly. I don't know what day it is anymore. That's how bad it is. It really does not feel like I went to work. It does not feel like I went to work at all today. And I know I did because I remember I got work done. But it's like, it's a whole new day for me. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. And I'm feeling good. Jacket accents. Gloves. There we go. But I hope everyone's having a wonderful day so far. What if you were reincarnated in full Blazette body, horns, and oh my god. One, I'd be scared for my life. I'd be scared for my life, but like at the same time, I'd be like, it's me! It's me! I guess this is a new me now. I'm fine with this. I feel like I probably scare other people if they didn't have like some, you know, modifications made to them, because like they'll probably be like, why does this black, what looks to be human, maybe part dragon, being have horns and a tail that I can't be too explicit about to not give things away if y'all haven't seen it. But yes, you want to apologize for your outburst? Not. I was gonna say, are you quoting the Key and Peele sketch of like, I want to apologize for the, oh, what is it? Not, I know this quote verbatim and I forgot it. The something of my passion. Oh, because Key says it. Keegan says it. It's okay. A man of culture, handlebar. Oh my god. I mean, there is a whole clip of me saying, ride me like a bike. I still need to put together like another like out of pocket compilation, as well as one for like all the different noises that I've made in stream. Because I'm pretty sure people are gonna be like, what are these noises? I'm waiting to drop the one where I sound like Methuselah. The one where I just busted out speaking in tongues or whatever kind of language that came out of my mouth while playing a difficult climbing game. I still don't know what possessed me that day to say whatever I said. Oh, God. Keep that nasty dehydrated orange creature off your screen. That's wild. Now you're just imagining Blaze literally being a bike. Would y'all ride a Blazette bike? Would y'all? Would you do so? Also, enjoy this raid video for the raiders.
My path is the only path I can take. Yeah, I know it's chosen. There ain't no easy road. Gotta create it. It's not given. I'm just living. I'm just living. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Shake it like it's heat. Hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going. Hold the drive. Let the downside up to top notch. Whatever haters do. I top that. Do it like this. Do it like that. Do it like how it did. But now I do it like what?
Feed your artist.
Determination, like just imagine things that happen. Set the ass lapping. You go bet. Please gotta keep asking. Losers terribly de facto. What you don't possess, it's not in stores. I work my ass while you in a bad store. Turning dust to gold, hardcore. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Shake it like it's heat. Hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going. Hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Shake it like it's heat. Hold the drive. Coming through now. Coming through now. Coming through. Watch where you're going. Hold the drive.
I'm back. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? It depends on if you can fly, if you shall be afraid or not. Did y'all hear about like the flying car? Did y'all hear how they're trying to like roll out like a flying car for people? Yes. Yes. And I'm just sitting here like, y'all do know I live in Georgia, Atlanta. And also, I've also know people are, you know, heathens in terms of driving in Florida, as well as New York City. So, you trust folks who cause 1,000,001 accidents in, like, those highly populated areas on the road to be in the sky and not cause damage and harm to other people? You really trust random folks to be flying in the sky and just like, yeah, this is cool. We can get to anywhere. We don't have to pay for plane tickets. I barely trust pilots. What would it look like trusting random folks flying cars in the sky? I would never. Yeah, that part, Bento. Natural selection at its finest. That's what's gonna happen, and I'm just gonna be like, yep. I expected this. I expected this wholeheartedly. Y'all didn't want to listen. Y'all did not want to listen. And now this is where we're at. This is where we are at. It's a bad idea. People can't drive on the ground. Why would you let them? Exactly. Exactly. You need that. You hate traffic and lights. They just don't value lives. They don't value the safety of others. And it's just like, imagine like the other things that it would impede, such as like obviously like the military, other plane flights. Like, God, exactly. That's the thing that I'm thinking of. Like, they won't have anybody. Like, how is air control supposed to maintain folks in the sky? How is air control supposed to maintain folks in the sky and not have it impede with like other things in the sky? Like, how's that all gonna work? There's gonna be so many regulations that's gonna have to be put in place if that becomes a staple way of like transportation for people. I wouldn't trust it. And also, I wouldn't even invest in one because I already hate flying. I know that's weird to say as a dragon. Just hear me out. Slight immersion break. Slight immersion break. I hate flying, okay? I hate flying. I do. It's just like, it's not my cup of tea. I don't like the turbulence. I don't like the fear of like, you know, it could be our last day and we collide with another plane, or we just take a nosedive into the ocean. Like, what's going to happen? Am I going to be alive? And what happens if it collides with like something and you're like in the tail of a plane and you're in that falling tail and you're like crashing to the ground and you're still somehow alive, but you're like bones broken, spine poking out, and all this other stuff. So you're still technically alive even after that plane crash, and you're just sitting there falling and screaming for your life and just like, oh my God, like, I'm not trying to die, but like, this is the longest step of my life. Like, do you want to be stuck in that situation? I think about those things. I take it to the highest degree. Like, that's what happened when the submarine like imploded, and then, you know, I realized it was an implosion instead of like explosion, but still, I'd just be thinking about like, you know, what if it was an explosion? What would happen if like, you know, it just kind of like crushed in and you just saw like, you know, the folks in front of you get crushed and you just, again, stuck in the front or in the back and you just, you know, several depths under, just drowning. I'm just like, oh God. Yeah, no, I got it here. That's what made me feel better about that, because I was like, oh, it's a split second death. They wouldn't have known. But like, just imagine if they did know, and then you just be like, oh my God, they're drowning! They're drowning! Oh, I wouldn't want to be that. I would not want that to be me. I would not. I just think of like the most gruesome ways to die, and I'm like, nope. I don't want that. I don't want it. Yeah, I am very too. I'm very glad it was an implosion as well. But like, what makes me even more sad is that I know most of them were adults, but it's the fact that there was a young life that was on that submarine that also perished with them. That's what makes me sad the most, because it literally was just like a mom saying bye to her son and her father. It's just like, yep, I'll see you when you come back, and they never return. You took away a young life who was just literally there on the behalf of his own father because, you know, he's rich or whatever. And it's just so sad. It's really so sad. Like, and what makes it even worse is like, I did read like an interview of like a father and son duo that was supposed to go on that submarine before they replaced it with the other father and son duo. And the son had so many hesitations. They were just like, I don't know, fam. This don't seem safe. This, that, and the other. And I feel so freaking bad, because who knows what that kid might have been thinking when he got on that submarine. He probably would have had reservations and been like, dang, man, this is, I really don't want to do this, but I'm with my dad, and he's gonna, you know, you have that sort of like, I feel like as a child, and like when you're with your parent, a parent that you trust at least, you kind of have the hope that they're not going to let any harm come to you. But like at the end of the day, sometimes it's stuff that's just completely out of their control. And, you know, life happens. It just genuinely happens. And that's the thing that I'm just like, it makes me so sad to think about. Even to this day, I'm just like, man, this freaking sucks. You ain't have to take away a young life so soon. This is why it happens when rich people go cheat. Yep, and they don't listen to reason, and they just think they have all the power in the world to just like solve the world's problems or solve things with a quickness. And I'm just like, you're not an expert. You should probably listen to the experts that are telling you this is going to kill people. Let's not go down that route. Let's actually listen to people who know what they're talking about. Please, let's save lives, not like cause the death of others at stupidity and just being ignorant and just choosing to be ignorant just for quick, efficient work. The mom suit, good. I hope she wins something. I mean, it's still not gonna bring the father and son back, but still, it makes me so mad. It makes me so mad to think about that. You believe she did? Ugh. Like, money's still just not gonna make that situation any better. It really isn't. But at least there's some crumb of justice there. Yeah, there's a lot of negligences with building that. So much. Homie was like 19 and he didn't even want to go. Yeah, exactly! Exactly! Yeah. And it's so sad. Cause like I be thinking about the several times where like family members technically bullied me to get on like roller coasters or other things, and you don't know if that roller coaster is gonna fly off the rails and, you know, perish into the concrete ground. Like, you feel so bad. Like, imagine like if you were like a parent that said, oh, it's gonna be fine, baby, get on the roller coaster, you'll have a great time, and that's the last day, that's the last time you see your son, your daughter, your child, because you witnessed that. And you're gonna blame yourself. You're gonna blame yourself for the rest of that life. And I'm not saying like, you know, the parent is at fault for there, but I can just empathize with people who probably have that mentality where it's just like, dang, man, I wish I could have just told them not to get on that ride. They would have been able to see another day. And I feel like that's probably what the mom may be going through, where it's just like, I wish I could have stopped them from getting on that sub. It's like, I wish I could have done something to, like, you know, prevent this tragedy from happening. You live with that guilt so hard, and it's like, you almost have to, like, go to therapy at that point in time just to sort of overcome a lot of that. Because you'll hold it in. You'll hold it in. A lot of humans hold in that kind of stuff. And it's just sad to think about. To be fair, the dad and all had all the control he didn't have to do it in the first. Yeah, he could have. I just really wish that was the case, to like just get talked out of it. I do too, Gary. I'm not the biggest fan of roller coasters, but like some I will do. Like if it's just like one, like, you know, regular roller coaster drop, I'm fine. If it's one of those where it's just like they drag you all the way up this long pole and then just drop you all the way down, absolutely not. Absolutely not. If they do a loop-de-loop, if they do like, you know, 6 million feet drop or something like that, I'm like, nope, you ain't getting me on that. You ain't getting me on that, and I barely will ride roller coasters now, not at my age. I mean, I'm not that old, but still, I'm not riding roller coasters at this period in time of my life. You seen too many roller coaster incidents? Same. I remember getting hit heavy in their wallets is the only way rich people are going to learn. Yep. Survivor's guilt is real. Absolutely, Mary. Stuff like that is why you always look at a person's track record. If they did their research on something, you're very concerned about doing. Yep, all of these things. Saw this video for one roller coaster that like pivots on the track and one pivot point. And that thing looks scary. I remember reading somewhere, I don't know if it happened in my state, if not like another place. But I think it was at Six Flags, if I'm not mistaken. And I remember years ago, my dad complaining about how he lost his hat on the Ninja because it jerked him around so much. Tell me why, years later, after he goes on that ride, a Six Flags somewhere, the Ninja, I believe, like breaks down, and actually a very tragic accident happens on that thing. And I'm just like, yeah, that's wild, and I'm so glad that my father doesn't ride roller coasters anymore, because that could have easily been him. That could have easily been him. Yep. They were happening everywhere, and you didn't even know these things because people go to these like amusement parks for fun. But someone's negligence, or like even just a freak accident, even when you think everything aligns so well and everything's up to date, it can still go haywire and then just cause the most traumatic accident for like somebody. For someone. It's gonna go flying off the rails, it's gonna crash into another cart. Something tragic is going to happen. Hell, somebody could even have a heart attack on the dang thing, and then it's just like, well, damn. Why did I push this person to get onto a ride that they really didn't want to do? Or like they thought would be fun, and then that was like their last ride of life. You never go on loop-de-loop and you think you're too heavy to do so at this point. I think the same for myself, and also I don't think in terms of like I'll put it this way. I know doctors have told me my heart is healthy, but like at the same time I still have some reserves in terms of like my heart being healthy. And I'm not saying I'm dying or anything of that nature. I'm not saying that I have heart failure. Please don't take those types of words out of my mouth and think that that's not what's happening, at least from my perspective. There's nothing happening. I'm good, I promise. But it's just like I have some concerns in regards to, one, that I have asthma. I do have a mild case of asthma. And then also some other health concerns which aren't very concerning at this moment, but we're trying to make sure it never gets to a place to where they're very concerning, because I want to try and maintain my body and not have it break down on me. So I'm not going to be on a roller coaster for some time, if at all, at this point. Like I'm just over like the hype of like getting on a roller coaster and being like, wee, you know, stuff like I did that I enjoyed during my earlier years. I almost definitely said my age just now. You don't need to know. But still, it's just one of those things where I'm like, you get to a certain age, you get to a certain point in life where you want to kind of take care of your health a little bit more, and that's where I'm at. Because like I listen to some of my friends who are also the same, like around the same age as me, and they're just a little bit younger. They already got shoulder and back problems, and I'm like, please don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. I'm trying my best not to have like my joints be like the bane of my existence. Like so far everything joint wise is okay, because like even my mom was just like, ooh, I hope you ain't got these bad knees like me. I'm just like, don't wish that upon me. Don't wish that upon me. I don't want to have bad knees, because like my mom unfortunately does have like the bad arthritis in her knees, and it'd be killing her so much sometimes just to get around and walk. And it's just like, oh, I wish I could do something more to like help relieve that. But God, not Blaze is ageless. I am though. I'm an ageless ancient being. Yes, indeed. The ninja was trying to warn him right. The family was awarded the $3.4 million and paid for funeral. Good. But still, I wish that family could come back. Like that's so sad. Oh, you're talking about the two kids. Yeah. Man, that's rough. Like no amount of money will bring back, you know, your lost ones. Blaze acts like she's 46. I mean, no, not yet, but close enough. No, I'm not that close. I'm not that close at all. But like, I know what the math is in my head, and that's what makes me even more mad. I know how far away I am from that number. Blaze is 50, please. When you wish upon a star. You're 26 and you have shoulder problems due to dislocating it, back, knee. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'll do it, Mary. That'll do it because, like, I don't have knee problems now, but I know I did do some sort of, like, damage to, like, my IT band. And this happened was it 2019? No, it was 2020. Yeah, it was 2019 going into 2020. So, like, I had a period where I was going really hard on, like, my workouts. So, like, I had a routine where it's just, like, I would do pretty much Pilates and yoga in the morning. And then at noontime, I would do HIIT workouts. And then in the evening, I would do cardio. And I would rotate that out and sometimes also go to the gym and, like, you know, lift weights, you know, tone up my muscles, do cycling. You know, I was like trying to get fit. Like, I wasn't like, I have like abs or nothing like that. I was just trying to get more fit back then. And I was trying to eat healthier. I was vegan at the time. I think I was also, in the midst of just like climbing Stone Mountain, which is like a mountain that's here in Georgia that you can, you know, they have trails and walk paths that you can take. And like, if you want some good cardio, climb that mountain. Climb that mountain. That walk up that mountain, especially during the freaking summer months. Be careful during the summer months because please do not pass out in heat stroke, especially on that mountain, because it can be deadly. And there's one point on that mountain that's like a straight up, like parallel incline. You have to literally hold onto that guardrail not to like fall back and like die. And it is sure pain when it's like hot outside and that bar is like heated because it's just like, you know, it's steel, it's metal. But no, I think it was like either in January or February, I was doing mountain climbers. And I did them, I guess, aggressive enough to where I pulled something in my knee to leg area to the point it put me out for at least a good 6 months or so. Like, I went to go see a doctor and everything, and they were just like, yeah, you're gonna have to wear a knee brace. You're gonna have to like not work out as hard as you used to do. And it killed me. Like, I hated that it killed my streak. Like, I haven't gone that hard since in like my cardio like workouts since then. I kind of want to get back into that, but like it killed so much motivation because like I told myself like I don't want this to be worse. I've seen what it looks like when my mom is screaming over knee problems. I don't want to get it to that bad. So like I purposely had to basically put most of my workouts on pause because I didn't feel like just doing yoga, and also like doing like yoga and stretches still sort of like hurt that area. It was hard for me to like go up and down stairs because of that too for like several months. So it was bad. It was pretty bad. But moral of the story, take care of yourselves. Don't go hard on cardio workouts. Don't go hard on like stretching, you know. Do what you're capable of with your body and just take care of it the best way that you can. Very pretty dragon, smart, does nice art, and has a nice voice. Oh, thank you. Thank you, dear. 2019 is a freaking fever dream. Like, it really is. I did so much. Like, there's so much that happened in 2019, both good and bad. I don't think I was streaming because I was... No, I wasn't living with my parents then. I was on my hiatus from streaming. Or at least, like, my on and off period because I was still an IRL character. Ow! And I had gotten to the point where it's just like, I want to end my lease and move back in with my parents and see if I can save up for a home. That was the mentality that I remember that I had. But that was also the same year that I went out of my way and decided to cosplay 4 cosplays for MomoCon. Don't ask me why. Do not ask me why, but I did it anyway. What did you say? Wait, what happened? Oh, wait, like who? No, wait, I got you. Oh no. Oh no. You're good. Yeah, you can't say KYS. You can't say that here. I forgot I put that in here. Because I did have someone say that one time, and so I'm surprised Raz didn't clap back. Because I purposely added logic to have her clap back at you as well whenever you say that in here. I was like, why did Billy get banned? And then I read what you said, and I was like, oh, that's right. So I guess word to the wise for those who may be lurking, don't say that. Listen, I made Raz smart purposely, but like also, again, she's a savage. She's banned my mods before. My mods can attest to that. Raz is a freaking savage. Oh gosh, I thought I'd have to put like your VIP badge and everything. I'm so sorry, Lycoon. You're good. You're good. Thank you. You will never say redacted. You're welcome, Mary. Like the other stuff, if Raz times you out, those are probably just like fun little things that I put in place. Which is typically targeted at Tartaglia. But yeah, that is a bannable offense where it's just like, you say that here, she will Thanos snap you with a quickness, and I'm like, dang, man. Raz, you ain't have to go so hard. Hold up, I do need to see why she didn't clap back though. I wonder if it's because like I'm targeting it in the mods. I think that might have been why. Yeah, she didn't clap back. That's wild. Can I just... Will she say it if I like just play? Yeah, there she goes. Okay. I don't know why she didn't say it that time, but yeah, that's usually what she says. I told you, you can try to come for me. I'ma make sure Raz comes back 10 times harder. Oh my god. See, again, we have to have a OC lore talk. We do. Ain't it, Angel? Mm-hmm. Because I literally have purposely made Raz be the actual savage that she is in my headcanon as my mod. Which is why most of my mods fear Raz. And why, lore-wise, even in my headcanon, in my story, most people don't mess with, like, most wise people don't mess with Raz. And there's a reason for it. This is one of those reasons. Like, dang, she has quicker power than me. I'm like, okay. It would be funny if she was Not Razuchi Ryuichi. Okay, so fun fact, Lycoon, she is inspired by Naruto. She is a bit inspired by Naruto. I will say she does get the compliment of looking like a character from Black Lagoon because my homegirl has mentioned that. But she is inspired by Naruto, and she's also kind of a little bit inspired by Yurichi, but not all that much. Even though like they have like similar like sort of like rhyming names. So in a sense you can kind of say Bleach too, but she is a shinobi. There's your lore drop of who Raz is. Hi Stud, welcome in. Raz bypassed the mod, bashed the band set. Yeah, exactly! That's what's wild. Like, cause like I didn't think that that would happen. Cause Raz has a mod badge herself, and I've never seen a mod ban another mod. It makes sense for like a streamer to ban a mod, but a mod to ban another mod is wild to me. Cause like Raz has no authority other than being hooked up to my bot. So the fact that that happened, I'm just like, dang, mix it up. What you doing here? What you do? How you have it to where another mod can snipe another mod? Like, how that work? Just have the mod wars in chat. It was wild. You don't fear Raz, but you ain't getting nuked again. Oh gosh. But I'm doing well. In the meantime, please watch what please watch what you say here, because Raz will definitely snipe you. If you say anything, obviously that's pretty much probably a bannable offense in like other streamers' chats. Now it's time for the mod wars. Raz be like, you and I are a lot alike, only difference is that I'm faster. Snaps mod into the void. Yep. It's just like she just does a little Thanos snap every now and then. Nothing to be super concerned about. Okay. I thought this was what we were on. See, now I forgot what we were talking about. We were talking about like roller coasters and other things, and then the exercise, the workout thing, that's what it was. I had to think about it because I had to think about like Lycoon's statement. I was like, oh yeah. We're not gonna do that again. But I do want to get back to like my my fitness era. I want to work my way back up to that slowly and surely. Because I also miss cycling. I'm not gonna lie. That was like another thing that I enjoyed doing when I was going hard with the workouts. Did you ever tell us what Raz looks like though? Oh, I can show you a picture, Lycoon. Remind me. I also forgot to send Jinx my my alt. But no, Raz has a photo. You can actually look at her profile and you can see a pick crew version of what she looks like. But I do have like commissioned artwork that I got from of Raz some years ago. And I also drew Raz in chibi form. Like all my main characters, again, and we'll go through this in the OC lore. Once we actually raise that goal, which by the way, if you want to see me talk about my OCs, you can help me reach some goals for the subathon. Every contribution helps towards not only reach that goal, but also helps with like, you know, debut stuff. So if you want to see future things come to stream quicker, expeditiously, definitely consider contributing towards the cause. You hush. Select few have seen her art. Yeah. Yep, select few have seen her. But yeah, you can see a profile picture by just clicking on her name. Because I think it's there. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so you can see what kind of energy she's on. It's just a pick crew. I don't put her actual like commission art on there because one, I don't need folks stealing it because I did pay money to like get that art of her. But I have one of her and her like Halloween artwork, which is not safe for work. It is not Twitch TOS safe. And another piece that someone did for me for her, which is also not Twitch TOS safe. So you unfortunately can't see those pieces, but I think I have some safe for work artwork of her. There's a reason for that because Raz is a bit risque. Well, she's a lot risque to be honest, but again, there's lore there that I won't get into on the stream, but I purposely made her kind of like a hoax. A hoax, but for a good reason. There's like a genuine good reason that adds to her lore as to why she does the thing that she does. Every sub goes towards the new. You just want to sell these wigs. If you can make it fun or turn it into something you look forward to, it's easier to stay constant with working out. Indeed. Like, once I get into the routine, it'll be hard for me to stop because that's what happened in 2019. It's just sticking with that routine and not having that break. And, like, usually it takes up to, like, 2 weeks or so to sort of get in, to make it a habit where it's just like, oh, now I can't quit. So I'm trying to work my way to that position to where it's just like, no, this is routine now. I gotta do it. It's just taking slower than usual because I do have like my spiraling days and it's kind of hard to break out of a spiral once it starts. She has purple hair for some reason. You thought she had red and black hair. I love that that's the vision you got for her. Like she looks like Shadow the Hedgehog. That's funny. But yeah, she has purple hair and emerald eyes. And she has a younger brother by the name of Blade, who she very much so loves, but she annoys so much. He does not, I mean, he loves his sister. He just is very easily annoyed by her antics. Because I purposely made her be an annoying little bitch. But I love my annoying little bitch that is Raz. She is a bitch, y'all. Like, she really is. Like, if you think that you will be friends with Raz, you won't. You won't. There's certain people that she befriends pretty nicely. And there's a reason for that. It's just basically because they can kind of like clap back and, you know, not tolerate her BS as well. So also thank you for the follow. But yeah, she has some, you know what, we'll talk, Lycoon, because I don't mind sharing this lore with other people. I like it when people ask me about like the lore of like my babies, because I can talk for days, because some of the folks in here know I love talking about my OCs because I've had such brain rot of them. Like I've been thinking about my OC since like maybe early to middle school years. Like that's kind of when they came to be. So, and that was some years ago. I'll just say that. You don't need to know how many years ago. Just know it was some years ago. So, and I still think of them today, and I always can, you know, think of like new ways, like new lore for them on occasion, where it's just like, oh, you know what? I can incorporate this into the lore. But what makes me even more happy, but like also mad in a sense, is I'm gonna move this here actually. is some of my characters have similar concepts of like characters that are already in existence, and I definitely thought about a lot of these ideals before those characters came to be. And two characters that come to mind is Tartaglia, for one. Tartaglia and Raz have a lot in common in terms of their past lore. And the reason being is because both of them care about family. Both of them had a period where they fell into a quote-unquote abyss and came out different than when they first fell in. Both of them are pretty much kind of like combat sexuals, where it's just like they thrive off of like, you know, basically beating someone's ass and just being kind of a bit of a like a murderous type person. So that's the kind of, you know, our time that Raz is on. The other one is an OC that I have by the name of Mischief. There's also some other names that goes there, but I'll wait to the OC stream to talk about it more in depth. But they're a lot like Sukuna, where it's two souls in one, pretty much. So, and again, I came up with these concepts back in like middle school. That was years ago. JJK was not a thing, and it's funny that I now see that because like when I started watching JJK and like actually looked at like Sukuna, I was like, huh. You know, this character is a lot like the lore of like my character. And I don't put two and two together until it's like too late and I'm like, oh, how did this happen? Did they read like my character lore somewhere and like just made it their own? Like what happened here? But also I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that came up with like that sort of concept. I just find it funny. And then there's Mecha Blaze and Blake Midday. Stop. I do have a character named Blake though. Fun fact, haha. I do have an OC that goes by the name of Blake. Yes, it's a basic name, but there's lore around that. They aren't one of my... I won't say they aren't necessarily one of my main characters. They're more so a side character that you learn about. But still, they do exist. Not your... Stop! Stop! Did you know that's a reference? Did you know that's a reference in That's So Raven? Technically? Well, actually, no. No, it's Blaze. It's Blaze. They made Blaze evil! I'm so upset. I am so upset. Because I think Orlando Brown is the one who says it. And he's just like, no, I'm your evil twin, Blaze! Like, how dare you? Blaze is a good being. You ain't gonna make them out to be evil. Not on my watch. Wait, is it? Out of curiosity, what is the color of this boot? Okay. I wanna know your name. Oh. Bum, 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 bum. I wanna know your name. Everything about you, girl. The beauty is that most ideals are never original, so you can still do what you like. Great mind. Exactly. I will say, if I ever go and copyright the name Blaze Blues, because that's another one of my babies. It is not inspired by the fighting game. I cannot stress that enough. But I will say it used to be like my old handle on Twitch. And that also led to me rebranding as Blazette Midnight. And this was before I became a VTuber. It was literally just going to be Blazette Midnight, the IRL cam streamer. And then it became Blazette Midnight, the VTuber. Because I got so tired of people looking at my name and being like, oh, you must play the Blaze Blue fighting game. And I'm like, no. No, you ugly bandits. I don't. I don't play that freaking game. And why you keep thinking that my name stems from that game when, if anything, I came up with that name combo before the game even dropped. I have literal receipts of me posting about that character online in various forums that came way before the game even existed. So, but in any case, I still love that Blaze. Not to be confused with Blazette Midnight, but Blaze Blues is another character that is one of my OCs. And they look nothing like me. They are not brown. They are not black and brown. They are French and white. They are French and white. They are not black and brown. No, no. No, no, no. Not at all. It was just because, you know, I wanted to use one of my OCs as a name handle, and I did exactly that. The only thing was, okay, it's gotta be behind that. The only thing was that, you know, I didn't think people would just be like, oh, okay. No, Crow, no, no, no. I didn't think people would ruin that username for me. So, I stopped using it. But also, I used another handle before Blaze Blues, and y'all will never know that one. You don't need to know that one. Not that it was offensive or anything, it's just like, you don't need to know that one. For personal reasons. That's all I will say.
Got my hair done. Bum, 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 bum.
Sheppy is becoming Tails.
Sheppy is becoming Tails. He's becoming Tails. He's becoming Tails. He's becoming Tails.
He's almost Tails. He's on his way to being Tails. He's being Tailsified. Oh boy, oh boy. It's the way I heard this in his voice too. Oh boy, oh boy. Your 4 OCs that you mainly post designs were based on Overwatch, Street Fighter, and Virtual Fighter? Nice! See, I love like the inspiration for like various OCs. Also, okay, so Lycoon, question for you. Because I also like to ask people this question when it comes to OCs. Do you have fandom tied OCs, or I don't know what the scientific term would be, but like basically like, so I have like 2 Genshin OCs, like they are strictly Genshin, and that is that. They're not like inspired by anything. It's just like I've made them Genshin OCs. I use the best of my abilities to, you know, take in what I know about Genshin and embed them in that story. In the case of like most of my OCs, they're not tethered by anything, but they are inspired by like obviously other media that I consumed. Like I will say the other Dragon OC that I have that's also mentioned in Blazette's lore. Blazette actually does know them, and they are very close to them. Was inspired by Rurouni Kenshin. I'm trying to think who Blaze Blues. I want to say Blaze Blues and Techno Blues, because they're twins at the end of the day. They're 2 characters that have blue hair, and They have varying abilities because one is a witch, the other one is a tech wizard. A tech wizard. But I want to say those two were inspired by a lot of like twins that I was seeing in media growing up. So like Mary-Kate and Ashley. What's that other animated series with like twins involved in them? I was gonna say Sabrina the Teenage Witch, but I used to see twins pretty often in like a lot of like childhood shows that I watched growing up. And I think they might have been inspired by that. Cause I was just like, oh, I like twins. Tia and Tamara. I'm trying to think what other shows I watched with twins in them. There's a lot. There's literally a lot. It's just for whatever reason they're not coming to mind. But I think they were inspired by that. Oh, I almost said their name and I would have been embarrassed. There's two characters. I'm not gonna say their name on here until we actually hit the OC lore stream. Cause I don't need y'all to come for me. No, you stop, Bento, please! Sister, never knew how much I missed ya. Not the Blaze and Blake show. Stop. You want Blake so bad to be my twin. You want this so bad for me, Crow. Actually, no. Okay. So one of them is a fighter. And they were partially inspired by One Piece. And the only reason I say that is because I'm pretty sure I was reading One Piece and Shonen Jump. And I remember Luffy having his rubber band hands. and I put that in my character. And that would be around the time that I created that OC too. Ooh, God, see, that's how you know. If you remember when One Piece kind of first came out, that's how you know how old my babies were. That's how old my baby's been. Like, ooh, gosh. What else? And then the other one, that's not that. So I made technically two fighter characters. One's more so boxer, which is the Luffy inspired one. And then the other one is more so a pop star, where she's a pop star by day, martial artist outside of that. So like, and like just for lore reasons, like just to encompass, like, you know, set the scene for like all my characters. So like I grew up watching like X-Men, and a lot of like Marvel, DC animated series. So like Batman, Spider-Man, Superman, Justice League, all that stuff, like in ye olden times animated series of those shows. And so one thing that I noticed that was very like that was a trend was like there wasn't that many like hero shows with like femme presenting characters taking like the front seat, like being the dominating force of that group. And so I took it upon myself to create a world and a set of characters where all the main characters of my story are all femme presenting individuals, and they kick ass. Like they still have like, you know, men like their brothers or like friends and other stuff, but they take more of a back seat. They're still very supportive of like their sisters, but like they're like the secondary character, and the women are more so the, you know, front character. Like they're the main ones. They're the main focus of my story. So that's why like a lot of them have like various abilities, but also like can save a lot of people when it comes to like, you know, things happening in the world. And then Raz is also one of those, obviously. Then I already talked about Mischief, who is kind of like Sukuna. And then, oh, I haven't talked about Raikou. And yes, the name was inspired by the Pokemon Raikou, which Savvy probably hates. But she's the only black character that looks kind of like Blazette. She's the black and blue hair character. This is how you knew I love black and blue hair. You just knew. Because, like, even though she's not me or she's not like Blazette, she looks aesthetically like us. I create a lot of black and blue haired individuals that just kind of look like my persona, because it's like, this is the combo that I'm most comfortable in. And these are the characters that I like creating. Because Zavi is like that too. And she's a wolf, and she's with Risley. And it's like, I know when I show other people that, they're going to be like, oh, is Blazette with Risley? I'm like, no. You may see some fan art here and there of, like, me, like, Blazette with Risley. But lore-wise, in the same universe, they cannot be appearing, because Risley is with Zavi, which is specifically my Genshin OC. So, alright, I've talked enough about OCs. But I got through, like, most of, like, the flats for Sheppy's work. But it's also 8. It's been 3 hours, and usually this is when I kind of, like, wrap things up for here. Because I need to go do some other things. But also, we didn't do a lick of co-working. I mean, y'all probably did while I was yapping and drawing. But we made some progress. We made some progress where Sheppy is now colorfully flying through the sky. So, but we're going to add some more details and stuff like that to him. I'm probably going to do it offline. So by the time that you see this, it'll probably be in Sheppy's hands. And he can do what he wants with it. But I'm going to be working on things. But let me go ahead and switch over. There we go. One day, I'm gonna have my own tablet that I can just kind of pull out of nowhere and just draw on top of. Also, I realize the ads are playing. Good lord. I'm just gonna wait for the ads to go. But I am going to look for somebody to raid before I do my outro. Which, I have a feeling I know who I wanna raid, but I'm gonna still go through and look. Take my time and look through all the things. Dun, 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 dun. Because I also like surprising folks who I haven't raided in a while with love. I like doing that every now and then. I see some folks that are online that I could jump scare. But I think I will send y'all. I think I will send y'all here. Why you licking nuts, Crow? Why you licking nuts? Get your tongue off them nuts. I mean, they're probably healthy for you, but still. Well, I mean, it's technically my tongue, but still. No. Get your tongue off the nuts. Get your tongue off of it. Stop that. Put that tongue back in your mouth. Get it off the nuts. Get it off the nuts. The tongue is banned from the nuts. Ow! You know what? I deserve that. You're right. You're right. You're right. Doom, 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 doom. But those of y'all not trapped behind the ads, just a fair reminder, we are going to be doing... Oh, it's in the wrong screen, of course. We are going to be doing a charity relay, so just know the next time I stream... No, well, it might be. It might, because Friday is still kind of up in the air, so... It might be the charity relay that you see me stream next time. But it may be Friday. I'll keep you guys posted. And like I said, if you see a post from me that says, "Hey, I'm live," that means I'm live. So turn on your notifications, please. That's probably like the best way to like sort of keep track for at least this week, because I'm gonna be so busy with so many other things. But yeah, this Friday I may stream, but just have your notifications on. Be a part of the Discord server if you want something to, you know, notify you, all that jazz. But also, I see that the ads are gone, so I can do my appropriate outro. If you stuck around this long and like what you saw here today, definitely consider giving me a follow. Hello? Hello? Oh my god. Mods! Mods, my stream deck's broken. It's not doing the thing. Can you do socials? Can you do socials? Thank you. I'm gonna have to look into this. Like, why is it doing this? Why is it doing this? I know you're connected to Twitch. Why are you doing these things? But yeah, definitely peep my socials. I am on Twitter. Thank you, Savvy. I am on Blue Sky. I also have a YouTube VODs and Clips channel, so make sure to check out those for more content and to also stay up to date as to when I go live and other things. So make sure to peep things. They're so nice you just want to watch your streams more than just twice. Peep the VODs! I need to get back onto uploading clips, but it's been a journey. It's been a bit of a journey. So, but let me go ahead and start the raid. We're gonna go raid my wife. Hello? Hello? Did it start? Twitch, are you okay? Is it going? I can't tell. Cause it's not showing it for me. Oh my god. You can't tell either? Oh my lord. Sari didn't say anything. Also meant to ask, what's your Discord? Do ! Discord and bro! Twitch, please. It'll show you how to get into the freaking Discord. Please. There we go. Oh my god. That was a whole journey. Jesus Christ. You're welcome, Remu. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me on this lovely co-working art stream. Like I said, I might be live Friday. If not, for sure I will be live Saturday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. I'll be live a little bit early, so if you want to come through and see the beginning of Hakuoki Edo Blossoms, I encourage you to, again, turn on notifications, make sure you're there. But I will be a part of a charity relay. We'll be raising funds for the National Abortion Funds organization, so drop by, support a wonderful cause. You know, everyone has a right to their own body, and I am very honored that Nur, who's the host of this charity relay, reached out to me and, you know, wanted, you know, me to help out and support. So, very good things. So make sure to drop by, see all those things. And Sunday we may stream, but again, turn on your notifications. So this weekend's gonna be weird. But Saturday for sure I'll be live. Any case, you guys take care, have a wonderful night, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye! Copy the raid message!